Okay, so we should probably be live now. So we're just jumping in. Show's just getting started. And yeah, we're going to be watching the Nintendo Direct. Just waiting for people to roll in here. Let's see. Wait, getting a call from Brandon. Hold on a second. Hello, Brandon.
Yo.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. So
I'm live, by the way.
Oh,
So
you're live. Okay.
Don't talk about your rash.
Can the people at home hear me?
Likely.
Okay.
Do you need? Is it private? Do you want to talk about your rash?
No.
I'm joking.
I was just gonna let you know the plan.
Sure. What's the plan?
My plan. So, I'm thinking right now I'm gonna be on a call with you probably for the run up.
The pre-show.
The pre-show and the main show.
Okay.
And then possibly I might switch over to Sean's show for the Treehouse segment.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm thinking right now.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Just call me on Discord then.
All right.
I'm actually running right now, so.
All right. I'll call you on Discord.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Let's add Brandon real quick here to the call. All right. Hopefully. You there, boy?
Yeah.
I don't know why I called you boy, but I was gonna say bud. It just came out as boy. Cool. Guys in the chat, let me know if everything is looking and sounding okay.
Where are they showing it? Is it gonna be on Nintendo's?
There's a stream. There's a stream. I have it up. I'm just not showing it because it won't even let me click on it to like full screen it. So yeah. I see some people rolling into the chat already. Holly Pinky, hello there. Doka378, hello. Yes, we are just but an hour away. MZ Killer 22. The Legend of Zelda Curse of the Wild. That'd be pretty dark. Computer Robots, I want more on Just Restart live streams from now on. LOL. Well, I've been debating about maybe trying to like fit in maybe a Q&A throughout the week as well. I'm just timing wise it's kind of tricky. Maybe they'll just be like random. So we'll see, because definitely whenever we have the podcast there's so much we want to talk about, but then there's also the chat, and it's not that I won't stop taking questions during the podcast. I feel like it's a good part of it, but there's always room for more Q&A and discussions with you guys, so maybe that could happen. Nintendo Josh, hello there. Beverly Carter, hello. Low Rule Legend, let's go.
Let's go.
Mario Shenet, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hello from Austria. Welcome. Truth Plays, all good, G. Cameron, hype, love the channel. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. I'm excited for what's coming, guys. Truth Play, am I gonna wait the whole hour? Yes. We're gonna be here leading up all the way until the. Yep.
We're not gonna wait the whole hour. We're gonna stream 40 minutes. We're gonna take a break, and then we're just gonna pop in.
I think the tricky part is gonna be bathroom breaks, because I'm gonna be here for leading up to the direct. I'm gonna watch the direct. We're gonna react to the direct, and then there's gonna be 3 hours of Treehouse footage. So
there's
maybe
usually a little break in between.
Yeah,
break in between.
But we're gonna be talking so much after the direct. Oh, I don't know if you want to come back on after or not, but I'm going to be talking so much after the direct. So I don't know, exactly. I'm sure at some point there may be a bathroom break. We shall see. Maybe I should have put like an intermission text or something, but it's fine. Oh, maybe I could maybe I could add like bathroom
add an extra
text.
Scene. You can add a whole other scene and switch to it.
Yeah.
Seamlessly, yeah. You can literally just have another other scene that has just a picture or like some text or something.
Yeah, I could probably add a scene that's just like bathroom break.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea. I should add something that just says bathroom break. That'll be an idea.
So I've got you on the phone, but then I've got this pulled up on my PC, so I have to have it come through the speaker. So I got it down real low.
Okay.
So hopefully there's no echo or anything.
No, it sounds fine on my end, so everyone else should be able to hear you correctly.
I don't got it on right now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can test it. If I can pull up your stream and see if
what's half of 1920?
1920, the B.
You can do this.
840. Right? No. 500
plus 460 is 960.
940. 961. I didn't sleep at all last night.
No, it's okay.
Literally not at all.
No, it's fine. I just did the math. What's half of 1080? 500 plus 40. 540.
Oh yeah, 1080. You said 1920, didn't you?
I did both. Yeah. I'm putting crosshairs so I can center this text.
Listen, I got your stream pulled
Bathroom break.
See if you can hear it in the background or anything. Actually, it's so low I can't even hear it.
Yeah, let me see here. How?
There you go. I got it pulled up. Can you hear that coming through my mic or no?
A little.
A little?
It's very little.
Okay.
I got it pulled up. Can you hear that?
I do hear it, yeah.
Turn it down.
Okay.
The annoying part is I don't got my PC right now because I accidentally broke the motherboard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
Well, let me check in with the chat here.
Kaput.
So we're actually gonna start like some pre-discussion soon, guys. It's just some prep as people are flowing in. Let's see. Computer robots. I thought you said you were going to be on vacation today. Yes, this is vacation.
Yeah. He said he was gonna be off work for this.
Exactly.
Specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I meant when I was saying months ago I scheduled vacation for one specific day this week, and that was today, June 15th, well before Nintendo announced when the Direct would be, because I anticipated that this would be the most likely date for the Direct. Because I wanted to make sure that I would be as available as I possibly could be for this. And here I am. Ev Kirk, Jimmy Butler of the Wild. I love Jimmy Butler. I'm a Miami Heat fan, even though they sucked this year.
Oof.
Tyler Bakila, hello. Unfold Man. If we don't get new Breath of the Wild 2 footage, I'm gonna be disappointed. I feel like there's a good chance we're getting something about Breath of the Wild 2. I really doubt there won't be. I mean, if there isn't, I'm sorry, but it just... First of all...
this tweet.
Go on, you do.
I saw this tweet and it made a lot of sense to me. Back when, we were waiting for the original Breath of the Wild, and in 2015, when they didn't show it, before, they specifically said that they were not going to show Breath of the Wild in that E3. Like, they said it in a tweet. Like, they were like, yeah, we're not showing it. And I feel like this year, they said they're going to show it sometime this year, and we haven't gotten anything like that. Nothing saying that Breath of the Wild isn't going to be there. Nothing like that at all. So it kind of makes sense to me that, I feel like if they were not going to show it, and they said they were going to show it this year, then at the biggest event of the year, they weren't going to show it. I feel like they would have said something.
Yeah.
Like, it's not 100%, but I feel like that's another little bit.
Yeah, it like they've already had 2 events where AJ Numa said you have to wait a little bit longer. They've already promised. Well, they said they're going to promise to try and get us details late this year. This is probably going to be the biggest Direct of the year, so this probably is when it's going to happen. I don't think they do that again. There's just no way. It may not come out this year, right? I know a lot of people don't expect it to come out this year, and I definitely have my fears, because I certainly predicted that it would come out this year, and I put a gamble. If I'm wrong, I have to eat dubious food from the game, but in real life, and that will be recorded for everyone to enjoy but myself. So that may happen, very, very much so. So maybe be prepared for that for sure. But you know, I have a hard time believing they want to even talk about it. That just seems almost unfathomable to me.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have at least some kind of trailer, even if it's not coming out this year.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even if it was coming out holiday next year, they'd show a trailer. I feel like they'd have to at this point.
Yeah. So it just seems very unlikely that it won't be. We might not get a lot, but there's gotta be something, and I think it's gotta be more than, hey, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
Kieran Buckley, hope the direct lineup doesn't leak. Well, if you stay watching the stream, I will not leak it. I don't know what there will be necessarily. There were some things this morning, basically things we've already speculated on, really. So I'm not going to say what those were. There were some sort of eShop data mines. I'll say that maybe some predictions will be coming true, maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
All
crossed.
of our predictions were good, so let's go.
We think so.
Yeah.
Kieran Buckley added me, is Samus after teasing Metroid and Donkey Kong Twitter or just having fun? Well, I'll tell you that my predictions have always been something Zelda, something Donkey Kong, and Metroid. Like, that's been like the focus, right? Like, the 5 things I think are fairly likely to see that are also kind of maybe like the things us Nintendo fans should be sort of excited for is Zelda.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, you know, that encompasses Breath of the Wild too. A Metroid, but not like Prime 4, probably more like a 2D Metroid. Some sort of Donkey Kong, which again, I've said that maybe it doesn't show up during the Direct, but I'm more inclined to say that it will be. Splatoon 3, I
feel
think
like it will.
Yeah. At this point, I'm thinking so. Splatoon 3 and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, those are the 5 games that I think we should be kind of excited about that sort of appeal to like the core Nintendo fan base. And I think those are all really good bets for the E3 Direct to be shown off.
I'm kind of iffy if Pokemon's going to be in this presentation.
Right.
I do think it will be sometime soon. I mean, Microsoft had 2 events yesterday after that weren't announced. They showed off Forza Horizon again, and they showed off Halo again, and those were not talked about. And Nintendo usually does do 2 days of Treehouse, and you know, if we're only getting 3 hours today, I feel like they've got to have other events possibly lined up. So
yeah, I'm inclined to agree that there's something more coming if we don't see Pokemon during the Direct. Normally, there's some sort of presentation from Pokemon shortly before E3, and then the Pokemon stuff that's announced during that presentation or Direct is teased, or not even teased, sort of mentioned in a smaller trailer during the Direct.
Yeah, like real small usually, like a couple seconds.
This year, when we would have expected to get that Pokemon Presents, we instead just got the confirmations of the release dates for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. Now, the interesting thing about that is that we got specific dates, not just a month, but an actual like day and date. So that's great.
Damn.
That is fantastic. That just suggests that the games are not going to be delayed and that they are coming on those specific dates. In other words, they absolutely have footage prepared to be shown off. It's just the question is, when are they going to show that off? Because the games are coming. They got to talk about them. The question is, when will they talk about them, right? Because there wasn't a presentation. I would think a Direct would make sense. Maybe Nintendo doesn't have that much to show off this year, so they want the Pokemon stuff in there, so it kind of makes the Direct seem a little bit bigger and nicer, potentially. Or, to your point, Brandon, it's something that comes out afterwards. That's also definitely a possibility. But I'm going to say we see something Pokemon mentioned during the Direct. Could be wrong, obviously, but it's one of 2 things. Either now or a few weeks from now, or within a few weeks from now.
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good bet that it would be in this Direct. It would be a first, but you know.
Yeah.
Strange times.
Yeah. Let me see a few chats here. Jamie Frenchie, hi Andres, first time catching the stream. Hi from France, and thanks for all your wonderful content. I listen to your podcast every week while going to work. Thank you. I'm really glad that you enjoy the content. I hope I can continue to produce that content for you. But thank you. Doka 378. Why won't Nintendo just do Rogue Squadron but with Star Fox? Like, I feel Nintendo just takes wonderful games and innovates the fun out of them, then wonder why no one bought it. Well, I think they do a great job with a lot of their franchises, but I also agree that there needs to be more done with Star Fox. I do think a Rogue Squadron style Star Fox game would actually be pretty good. So that's one of the potential directions they could take the series, and it would probably work out beautifully. So, assuming that they put the right staff behind that. What do you think, Brandon? And by the way, guys, let me know if you can hear Brandon well, okay? Because we have a slightly different audio setting this time around.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. You know, I always loved the multiplayer in Star Fox 64. So if they made a whole multiplayer Star Fox game, I think that'd be fantastic. Honestly, I think that would sell way better than a single-player Star Fox these days. So, you know, why not?
Yeah, but also the single player doesn't have to be that big and long, right? Like, it's an arcade-style game. Like, you make it like a 6-hour campaign with a couple branching paths, and
as long as the branching
fine.
paths are fun and you get some replay value there, because that was the great thing about the original not the original, but Star Fox 64, was that you got all these different paths, and they were pretty tricky trying to figure out how to get to the different paths, and it was like, it wasn't even just that you had 3 paths, it was that you could go in any order, as long as you were on, you know, within specific boundaries. So you could hop onto path 1 and then hop over to path 2 and then go back over to path 3. You know, you're just hopping all over the place. Or you could try to go down a specific path if you can find a way, and it led to a lot of replay value there, because it wasn't just here's path 1, here's path 2, here's path 3. You could go, it was like worked into the gameplay. You didn't just pick it, and it had a lot of different modes. So it would be nice if maybe we got a Star Fox game that actually had like 5 paths, you know, like branch that out a bit, and then maybe just add a couple more hours onto there, you know, instead of a 6-hour campaign, make it like a 10-hour campaign or something.
Well, my thinking with the 6-hour campaign is that there'd be a big focus on the online multiplayer aspect.
I think the best route would just be to go with 2 separate games. Like, have a Star Fox with a single player and have another one with a multiplayer.
There will be salt either way.
Yeah, but
remember when Star Fox Zero came out, there were two games. Star Fox Guard and Star Fox Zero. I really like Star Fox Guard,
Yeah, but Star Fox Guard was
great.
Not even... It was good
awesome
for what it was, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, it was a little spin-off thing.
It was a tiny little side mode that didn't have... You know, it wasn't a big online multiplayer focused side game, you know, like people wanted. You know, it was a big part of why people didn't like Star Fox Zero, because there was no multiplayer at all. Like, people would have been fine if it was even just like as simple as the original Star Fox 64, but you could play online. Like, I think people would have been fine with that. At least they would have done something.
Yeah, for sure. Looking here. But anyway, Kieran, I did look at the tweets from Samus Hunter. I mean, she's clearly alluding to both Metroid and Donkey Kong, and Zelda. So maybe we see them. Okay,
I just feel like if you're a leaker, then I feel like teasing things like just randomly, if you don't at least have some kind of inkling of what might happen, is kind of like the worst idea you can do.
Random. You're just teasing Splatoon. You said inkling.
Oh, there you go. But I'm just saying, like, if you're a leaker and you want people to take you seriously, and then they can't tell the difference between when you're predicting something and if you're just teasing something, I feel like that really hurts your credibility if it doesn't come true.
Sure. I think it's also important to note that we're right before E3, and I think I even saw Samus Hunter say something that, like, they're going to stay away from, like, actually, like, putting out information right now, because everything's really been sort of shared out, and right now it's just the show's going to happen, so just let it happen.
But, you know, as long as they confirm it or deny it, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I also feel like it's a pretty good bet to expect Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Metroid. Like, I don't think that's bad.
Yeah. Which is such a strange thing to say. That is not a usual thing that we would say. Yeah, we definitely expect Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Metroid.
But that's where part of the problem lies, though. Imagine even if we get 2 of the 3, people are gonna be like, "What the hell? Where's Metroid? What the hell? Where's Donkey Kong? Or God forbid, what the hell? Where's Zelda?" Like, that's part of that. There is that issue, right? Because there's this grand expectation of these franchises to be there. What if they aren't? The blowback will be hard.
Yeah. But my point is just, like, it's weird to be expecting a Donkey Kong and Metroid. Like, That doesn't happen. Like, more so with Metroid, but even for Donkey Kong, like, we've gone, what, 2 games in the last, like, 20 years?
Yeah.
Something ridiculous like that?
Yeah.
So, to be saying that we expect Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Metroid, just kind of a mind-blowing thing to think about.
Finally, we're getting games we want.
Yeah, I thought that's like saying you expect F-Zero to be in the showcase or something, you know? Like, it's crazy.
What if? Watch all of them be there. Adoka378, send good vibes to Rob from Rule of 2 Review. He's getting surgery today. Yes. Send good vibes to Rob from Rule of 2 Review. It's a friend of ours. He's been on the podcast a few times. We collab, we talk. Definitely send him good vibes. He's having surgery today, so he's in for a hectic day between the direct and all, and then obviously surgery. So definitely send him really good vibes. Michael
Yeah,
L.
that's gotta be annoying timing for him. I'm sure.
that's it is tough. Let's see here, Michael L. What new announcement are you looking for? Good question. What new announcement? I'm looking for the Metroid announcement. I'm looking for the Donkey Kong announcement. I'm looking for a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. But if you mean something outside of what's like sort of been speculated by most people,
who knows?
I want to see what Monolith Soft is working on. The developers behind Xenoblade. They may be revealing a new IP soon. May take a little bit longer, but maybe today. And if not them, or maybe them and also the team that worked on ARMS and Mario Kart, because the last game they came out with was 2017 as well. So you have 2 big studios that have been working on major projects for the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm kind of waiting to see what
those are the 2 wild cards at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, no, those are 2 projects that could easily be 2022 projects. So you know they could announce them and reveal. They could announce them and release them all next year. But there's a couple super chats here I want to get to.
Decided to start mowing.
Yeah, say that, Brandon.
I'm just saying, it's lovely that somebody just decided they wanted to mow the yard right now. I'm not sure if you can hear it.
I can't hear it, actually. So
no, that's good. Lovely.
Yeah. So I got a couple super chats here. One is from Mark Jacobs. Thank you very much, Mark Jacobs. Mark Jacobs says, "Hey Andres, it's been a while. How's everything?" Everything's okay. So I started the day on Nate from Nintendo Prime. I was on his channel during his live stream for a little bit, and we were just talking, you know, basically kind of how we're talking now. And what was really cool is that my cat came and jumped on my shoulder during the stream. Now, you've seen him, if you guys have watched me for a while, you may have seen that happen before. But the cool thing is that I didn't say this on social media, but yesterday my cat was really, really sick, and I was really worried that I was going to have to take him to the ER or something. Because
oh damn.
So just the chain of events, right? So we had the podcast Sunday night, and I was hoping we would hit maybe 10K in time for the E3 Direct, and we did. We did it Sunday night at the very, very end. But that podcast was hectic because, Brandon, you were there, the power went out 3 times. So we had to restart the podcast a few times. It was challenging. It definitely took hits there, but a lot of you guys were still there. There's still a lot of people watching. You guys were very supportive. And at the very end, we actually broke 10K, which was, you know, it was storybook. Then I wake up the next morning and I see vomit in multiple places in my house. And I see my cat is like crying in a very painful way. And he was vomiting to the point where he was no longer food. It was like just like, you know, white, like stomach fluid. And I was very, very concerned. He was kind of stumbling around. I was very, very worried. But right now, because the thing is, I haven't actually set up a vet here, so I can't actually schedule a vet appointment until like late July. So I'd have to take him to the ER, and that would charge me a lot of money. So I'm definitely gonna schedule a vet appointment, but I was hoping that he would recover somehow. But I was worried that it might be something serious. So I've been kind of watching him. I had to like, whenever I would have a break at work, I would leave work and come back here as opposed to eating. And I had a friend look at him, and my roommate sort of check on him, and he was weird all day yesterday, but by to this morning he was feeling great. So he started eating and drinking and using the bathroom in the late afternoon yesterday, so I wasn't super worried that it was like an imminent issue. But now today he seems like almost 100%, so that has me feeling really good. So thanks for asking. My cat's fine, the direct is happening, we hit 10K, I'm relatively healthy, I'm good, thanks.
It's all coming together, boys.
Yeah.
It's like that classic meme from what's that movie? Whatever.
I don't know. I got another super chat though for Midnight Naomi. Thank you very much for the super chat, Naomi. Midnight Naomi says, "Still no channel membership, sir. Can't believe today's finally here." So I will be looking into set up channel memberships and shirt merchandising and things like that really soon. I was kind of waiting to hit 10K. We just hit it, but I mean, it was Sunday night. So this is Tuesday morning. I have to get ready for the direct, and I worked yesterday. My cat was sick. But those things are going to be set up relatively soon. So thanks for bringing it up. It's coming, and thank you for being interested, and thank you for being around and the support. It's really appreciated. But let's continue on the chat here. How much time we got? We still got like 35 minutes. Yeah. Computer Robots added me. I hope we get a double reveal today in Smash, and also, would you guys like to see more ARMS characters in Smash in the future? And do you think they all have the same mechanic? And do you think they would all have the same mechanics? I don't know.
They could have different mechanics because they can have pull from different arms and things. But I think that would definitely be like for the next Smash game.
Yeah, maybe for the next Smash we could maybe see more ARM stuff. I don't expect double reveal today. I think they're gonna space it out a little bit more. I think there's just so much they could talk about that they're gonna space that out a little bit. I do think it's gonna be one, and I think it's gonna be pretty big. Pretty big.
I feel like that might be the double reveal. I feel like they've been coming out with them quicker than we have previously anticipated. So they might just go ahead and do the double reveal, and honestly, I think the pack might end way sooner than, because they said like by holiday.
I could see them. I could see them putting out one more Smash reveal for like a September direct.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they could do both now. It's just like between maybe Zelda and Donkey Kong and Metroid and Pokemon, Splatoon, and a whole bunch of other like variable projects and Smash. We want to have two Smash. Like it's not unfathomable. It's just kind of like.
Well, I mean, consider what was it, E3 2019? They had two, and they showed off Zelda. It was like,
yeah,
that E3 was insane though. So maybe not expect that. But
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just, my personal gut is suggesting they're gonna space them out, but you're totally right. It's been done before, so it could happen again. It's just this time around, given how much I think they need to talk about and how much they probably will talk about, given COVID and the pandemic and how smaller this direct is compared to other previous years, maybe they save it for a little bit later into the year. I got another super chat here from Kieran Buckley. Thank you, Kieran. Kieran says, "Please God, give us something Metroid." Yes, please give us something Metroid. And actually, on the note of Metroid, I see a comment here from Zebes14. Or is it Zebes? I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce the name of the planet. Is it Zebes or Zebes? But this is from Metroid. But anyways, Zebes14. Love your channel, Andres. Why do you think the Metroid games sell only average? They are very high rated, especially Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. These two games belong to the best ever made. I absolutely 100% positively agree that they are very, very deserving. I think part of the problem is that back then when those games came out, the marketing that Nintendo had was pretty underwhelming. A lot of their games besides Mario and Zelda wouldn't perform that well. Heck, even Zelda didn't really get the sales I would say it deserved, considering how successful it was and how people sort of considered it like be like one of the greatest games ever, like every time there's another Zelda. So for sure there's definitely, there's a history of Nintendo having poor marketing with a lot of their franchises. So I think a lot of that has to do with that. But now things are a little different. Now social media is a thing. Twitter's a thing. YouTube is very, very prevalent. And streamers are very, very, very prevalent. So when there's a good game, even if it's made by a very small indie studio, for example, or is made by a big developer, if it's quality stuff, people are gonna play it. People are gonna get it out there. It's gonna be shared amongst social media, which doesn't require a big sort of expensive marketing campaign to put in the Super Bowl or things like that. People are gonna learn about it, and if it's a good game, it's gonna get a lot more representation, and a lot more people are gonna give it a try because they're gonna be far more aware of it. So if imagine a Metroid Prime, like a modern day Metroid Prime. Assume Metroid Prime wasn't a thing at all. Like there's no history of that at all. And Nintendo were to put in a modern day Metroid Prime today, that game, I guarantee you, would sell far more than 2 million. Far more than 2 million. I think it really comes down to just messaging and marketing, and nowadays it's a way easier for that to happen. Nintendo does a much better job of doing it. A lot of their Switch games sell really well, not just Mario and Zelda. And again, Zelda is selling far better than it used to. Breath of the Wild's like, what, like 23 million or something.
I agree. I think it comes down to marketing. I mean, back in the day, you gotta think when the original Metroid Prime came out, that was on the GameCube. That was really, like, we think of the Wii U as a failure, but the GameCube was also like a major flop. It didn't really sell that well. You really only had the hardcore gamers on there, and then you didn't have much marketing. And so for a new IP to come out, not really get marketed, and being sold on a console that didn't really sell that well, like, of course it didn't have that good numbers. Like, the numbers that it did get were actually pretty damn good for what the GameCube was for a new IP at the time. You know, you gotta imagine. And then you have the second one, also comes out for the GameCube. And then the third one, yeah, it comes out for the Wii. But even though the Wii was wildly successful, it wasn't really a hardcore gaming platform. And by that time, you have two of the games that people haven't really played. Sure, you have the trilogy on there, but I think people sometimes, especially on a more casual audience, aren't really going to want to buy 3 games and try to get into a new franchise like that. And then you got the third game comes out, and they're like, well, I haven't played the first 2. And, you know, you get less sales there. And even by the Wii time, like, Nintendo's marketing really wasn't that good up until, like, towards the end of the Wii U's life is when Nintendo actually finally started getting their marketing stuff together and social media and stuff and all that. So yeah, I agree. I think a Metroid nowadays would sell a lot better, even a 2D one.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I think Metroid has far greater potential now, so I think it'll finally get the success it deserves. Fingers crossed. Play Metroid, guys. At least give it a chance.
Oh, it actually went live.
Yeah. I just put it up on my stream, so now you guys should be able to see the actual, like, video there. It's ready. I got a super chat here from Taker. Thank you very much, Taker. Taker says, "Don't be embarrassed if 2019 Andres shows up." There could be screaming. There could be a lot of screaming. So be prepared.
I'm trying to keep my streams down to a minimum. I'm tired, so that will help. But if they showed Zelda, all bets are off, man. I can't tell you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Might just start freaking out.
We'll see. A lot of people on social media have been sort of like trying to play down our expectations, saying don't expect much, saying Nintendo's been impacted by COVID, don't expect that many games. But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm keeping my expectations in check, and then if something cool happens, then great. But I also think, like, seeing the other presentations, and this isn't always indicative of what Nintendo's doing. Sometimes they come and they blow everything out of the water. But every other company has been like,
yeah,
I feel like Microsoft had a pretty good show. I feel like they showed a lot of games. I feel like it was more the way they showed the games that was more disappointing than the games they showed, because they showed a ton of really cool games, but a lot of them are coming next year. And so I'm curious if Nintendo has some good stuff coming this year, because, like, even Microsoft, like, most of their games are coming next year.
Yeah.
But they say that they are focusing on games mostly releasing in 2021. So you gotta think, if they have, 30 out of 40 of these minutes are gonna be for 21 games released, you'd think if they're saying mostly, it's gotta be somewhere around there at least. Then they gotta have some stuff.
We'll see. So there's actually quite a few chats here I want to get to. Knucklehead, Andres, what would you think about Suda51 doing an F-Zero game? I think that would be a very interesting take on the series. It would be brutal, it would be hectic, but I think he could definitely make an interesting campaign with Captain Falcon.
Mm.
It might not be rated E, though. T might even be a stretch. But
I am wondering his engine and his technology would work for an F-Zero game.
Yeah, that's the thing with F-Zero. You want it to be something that's very technically impressive.
Yeah,
So
you want it to
yeah.
be technically impressive, both graphically, and you want to hit that smooth 60 FPS. Both
Yeah.
things that he and his team have had trouble with in the past on Switch.
I also
And-
wouldn't want it to be cell shaded. Like I think that's
Yeah,
not the
no.
F-Zero look. I love cell shaded games, just for the record, but it's not the F-Zero look. And most of his games are cell shaded, if not
Yeah.
all.
I'm not
Minette
sure if he'd
Naomi
be the
also
right
asked,
developer
got
for
everything working
F-Zero.
today? We got some background music, so that's a good sign. Yeah, during the February Direct, we didn't have any background music. You wouldn't be able to hear the Direct. You should be able to hear it this time, for sure. And actually, let's test that out real quick. Just to be safe, I want to see something. So let me turn off the background music real quick. Like an old
the
Nintendo Direct.
2019
Yeah, exactly.
The 2019 Direct's like right there, and for me,
It should be, because I tested it.
We can test my sound too, because I turned on noise suppression and stuff, so it should be less noise coming through now.
I mean, you sound great for me. I just hope everyone else can hear you. I think they can. So no one's told me.
I got it running at a decent sound for me. Can you hear it through the mic?
I don't hear anything.
All right, well, just let me know if you hear it. I just got the E3 2019 playing.
All right, guys, let me know if you can hear the Direct in the background. You should be able to.
So I turned on noise suppression, and then I bumped up my noise gate quite a bit. So it should just be picking up my voice.
Yeah.
If you can't hear it right now, that's about it. I mean, we're right in the middle of the Smash trailer, so I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure
that's
they can
about
hear this. Yeah, just let me know if you guys can hear this. That would be... If you can hear this, then the Direct will sound fine. They're saying you sound great, Brandon.
Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm pretty sure everyone can hear it. So I think we're good. But if you guys couldn't hear that, let me know. Yes, them demo. That was Dragon Quest. 12 feet tall said it sounds great.
Yeah, I was watching the same thing.
Yeah. They might want your volume a little bit higher, but you said you're going to Sean's stream soon, right?
No, I'll be here for the main show at least.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you were talking about going to post for that for Sean.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like the treehouse probably. I wanted to get in my reactions along with yours, the video.
A lot of people really liked the Breath of the Wild 2 reaction, where I was screaming and you were just dropping F-bombs in the background. So
Yeah, I feel like it's a tradition for me to be at least in there for the main show. So
yeah, for sure. Let's see. We still have 22 minutes, but there's a few ads I got here I want to get to. Game walkthroughs. What are you snacking on over there? So I got a little mug of water. I have another full glass of water over there, and I have 2 different bags of trail mix. So this one is wholesome
M&M.
medley. Almonds, dark chocolate chunks, peanuts, dried cranberries, cashews, dried cherries. I'm sorry if you don't like trail mix. I do. Also, I'm trying to eat a little healthier right now. This one might sound weird. It's titled Honey Mustard Protein. It's got honey mustard glazed almonds, cashews, and pecan pieces, pepitas, peanuts, and dried edamame. I haven't tried this one yet, so...
I'm not a mustard guy. Well, not really any condiments, but I
You know
really
what?
don't like mustard.
Let's
But
try
I
this
do
out.
like honey mustard glaze on like my ham. So
Okay. Well,
you know,
I mean,
maybe it'd be good.
let's see.
I just had my coffee, and then I had some
Mm.
cereal and an apple, and that was my breakfast.
I
It's a
taste the
honey nut
mustard.
Cheerios.
It's not bad. It's not definitely really different from like almonds and dark chocolate.
Dude, get the crunch in there. Get the ASMR. Come on, what are you doing?
I mean, that's not what I do. If
No,
you can hear me,
no?
great. If you can't, I'm sorry. I don't care.
Honestly, I don't like ASMR. I find it to be disturbing.
I definitely like the
I wonder
other
if
trail
it-
mix more, but this is not bad.
I feel like
Different
ASMR
feel.
triggers my my claustrophobia. It's like somebody's right there next to me, too close. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, it's and to each his own. It's just that's not really my thing.
You didn't get the mouth sounds. That's just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I
Kieran
barely
Buckley.
stand eating around people, much less in my ear.
Have you ever like just all of a sudden noticed everyone eating? Like you just hear them going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. I have a friend who has a condition where sounds like that like really bother her. It makes her like super angry and upset. And I kind of feel that sometimes. I don't have that condition, but I feel like sometimes I just get like really upset at people. I'm just like, stop fucking chewing so loud. Goddamn.
Let's see. Kieran Buckley said, "You would think Nintendo know if they don't show Breath of the Wild 2 today, the online backlash will be insane."
Oh yeah, they know.
They know.
You know. I think they knew they could get away with it the last 2 times they did it because I think a lot of people weren't really expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe some people were thinking that might have shown up in the February Direct, but then, it wasn't like a huge expectation. But now that they've said pretty much that we're gonna get something this year, and you got E3, which is kind of where people I think were expecting it to begin with. Yeah, they get a lot of expectations, and I'm sure they know that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean if they have nothing to show though, then they just gotta do what they can. But I think it's gonna be fine.
I feel like there's no way they don't have anything to show up.
I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment if you're expecting this to be the best Direct of all time.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a couple of cool things. I'm really not expecting like where my hype level is right now. I expect there to be a couple of really cool announcements, and then just like a solid Direct, but nothing like crazy. I'm expecting like, B+ sort of Direct. That's kind of the
it
range
having.
my hype
If
is
there's a
about.
Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, that's gonna
7 or 8 out of 10 kind
Like-
of Direct.
I guess the fact that it's gonna have a new 3D Zelda trailer, like if that's the case, like that already makes it really good to me.
Yeah.
Now,
I
a lot
feel
of people
like
are expecting
Zelda's just kinda like
2022.
one-
What? If the game,
like
let's say
Zelda
let's say they confirm Breath of the Wild 2 for like this year, then that would like be a big deal. But most people don't think that's happening, right? So that definitely will kind of quell the hype level a little bit, depending on that release timing. What were you gonna say before I cut you off so rudely?
Oh, yeah, you're good. I'm just saying, I think Zelda's just one of those games, like, if they show it, it's automatically, like, an amazing Direct, and if they don't show it, it's automatically, like, a terrible Direct for a lot of people. It's just one of those games where it just has to be there.
What if the
Otherwise, I
Direct
think,
had
like,
a
it
new
could have,
F-Zero,
like,
which is online, beautiful, HD, 60 FPS, and then they show off a gameplay for Metroid Prime 4, and it looks amazing. They announce an online player Star Fox game. They announce a Kid Icarus project into works. They announce Mario Odyssey 2 is in development. They show a teaser for that. They show off Legends Arceus, and it looks like almost like a different game. Like, what if they do all that plus a 2D Metroid plus like a 3D Donkey Kong game, but there's zero mention of Zelda? Like, would you still be like that's trash?
Oh, no, and I'm not even saying for me personally, I'm just talking about, like, the internet in general.
Right, people are gonna be
And I
disappointed
feel
if
like
there's no Zelda.
Metroid Prime 4 is the only other game that could take the place of Zelda. I think if you're expecting Zelda and you don't get Zelda, it doesn't matter what else they show. Like, it's not gonna live up to your expectations.
Even if they show off Metroid Prime 4 and it's the kind of game that I think will be like a game of the year kind of game, and it's like this beautiful exotic world that you're exploring and it looks incredible, it's like the gameplay seems really, really intriguing. Like, if they do that, I'll be fine, but there still will be the whole of, but where's Zelda, right? So
Yeah,
they gotta do something Zelda, but
Zelda, they say they're gonna show it off later in the year. I think that would be enough for
the
people.
problem is that they've set the expectation. Right? Now people will say, oh,
Yeah.
but they didn't say it would be at E3. No, but this is also like the most important Direct of the year.
like this is the kind of thing I was saying before, but like I feel like if it's not at here, they should have said like there is not going to be
Yes,
Zelda.
that's a great point. Like
they did in 2015.
with how careful they
that.
are about saying. That's a really good point, Brandon, because when you think about it, if you look at it's here, it's on screen. Tune in for a Nintendo Direct with roughly 40 minutes of info focused exclusively on Nintendo Switch software, mostly releasing in 2021, followed by around 3 hours of gameplay for a handful of Nintendo Switch games in Nintendo Treehouse. Like, the fact that they want to specify all these things and set expectation tells you that they are very well aware. And the fact that we've had actual Zelda, like they had AJ Numa in a Direct say that details coming later this year. The fact that they haven't said Zelda won't be at this Direct, I think, suggests that it will be in this Direct. So that's a really good point, Brandon.
Yeah. Also like to touch on the fact that they say gameplay for a handful of Switch games in the Treehouse. Kind of makes me think, what I previously was thinking is that they're going to choose just a couple of the biggest games and show those, and then not touch on the small games. Like they have segments for like a bunch of smaller little titles. But they also usually go for like 5 to 8 hours a day for 2 days.
Yeah.
They're only going 3 hours for 1 day as far as we know at the moment. So I definitely think it's just going to be a very small select of the biggest titles getting shown.
My ideal Treehouse, and this is just what I want, this is not an expectation at all, okay? I would love to see an hour of Breath of the Wild 2. 30 minutes of Metroid. 30 minutes of Donkey Kong, 30 minutes of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and 30 minutes of Splatoon 3. Yeah. That's what I want, nice. But that's not what. That's probably not what's going to happen.
I'm going to take a bathroom break before the show starts.
Sure, I'll try and catch up with the chat then while you do that.
We still got what, 14 minutes?
Yeah, you got time. Good luck. Don't fall in.
Right back.
Let's see here. Gamebird Classic, Cameron, my friend. I don't know if you are still in the stream, but. Thanks for stopping by, man. Guys, if you have not seen Gamebird Classics channel, please check it out. Pretty cool dude, so check him out. Finessel J, what if Monosoft worked on a Star Fox game? It would be a vast open space world, and that'd be really cool. I don't know how they'll handle the flying. I mean, they had some flying stuff in Xenoblade X, but that wasn't like its strong point. They would have to, I don't know. They've never done that style of gameplay, but in terms of the world, that's something they're really good at creating, so I'd be very excited just to see how that would pan out. That'd be very interesting. Let's see here. TC, congrats on 10K, dude. Been here since you were at 3K. Huge ups. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for sticking around. The Joker, can we get a bingo card before the Direct? Like, I've kind of mentioned the big ones for me, right? Breath of the Wild 2, other Zelda 35th anniversary things, Age of Calamity DLC, Skyward Sword mentioned, Mario Golf, Shin Megami Tensei 5, the Monkey Ball thing, Sonic Colors, Donkey Kong, Metroid 5, the side scroller, some sort of Prime 4 mention, Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Rise, Splatoon 3. There's a very good chance I missed something, but those are all the things I sort of expect. But there's the X factor of what is Monolith Soft working on, what is the ARMS Mario Kart team working on. So those, could maybe fit in there. Another completely left field possibility would be like another Retro Studios game, because they haven't put out any actual brand new game since 2014. Yes, they're working on Metroid Prime 4 now, but what happened in between? There's a good chance it was canceled. But, if it wasn't canceled, maybe this is the time we finally see it. If I don't see it in this Direct, at this point, I'm going to pivot to they just don't got anything else, and they're working on Prime 4. Let's see here. Ice Sonic came to say hey, as I'm with Nintendo Prime right now. We'll see your reactions. Thank you for stopping by, Ice Sonic. The KG, hope we get everything we wish for, right? Yeah, we'll see. Definitely, I just try. My thing is try to go in with an open mind. Don't look at it as you have to get these particular things or will be bad. Go into it like thinking what is going to be like, looking for things that you can enjoy that will be coming out in the near future. Because say none of the predictions or speculations are correct, right? But there's still a lot of cool things. Like, let me say things that I have not really brought up. Like, what if, for example, we get the sequel to Xenoblade X? That'd be great. What if we get like a Diddy Kong Racing made by the Mario Kart team? What if we get a 3D adventure, another 3D Mario, right? Instead, like those are all things that we haven't speculated, but those would all be really cool things, you know, and they'd just be different, and that'd be fine. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I haven't mentioned Fire Emblem. Thank you for bringing up Fire Emblem. Comical. Comical says, I hope we get a new Fire Emblem character for Smash Brothers. What if? We're getting there. Yeah, I see that some of these chats are from a while ago, so I'm trying to catch up. Truth Plays, do you think they will reveal a Smash character, and do you think it might be Silex? I think there's a very, very small chance it'll be Silex. I think it's more likely someone a little bit more prominent, unfortunately. But maybe the final character be another Nintendo character. Maybe it could be Silex then. I'm expecting a third-party character to be revealed this time around, and then the last one will be a Nintendo character. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Let's see here.
Buck.
Oh, are you? Hello.
I only fell in once.
Only
fine.
once. J Spike, yes. I'll leave this whole thing up for sure. What I may do, actually, thanks for reminding me. Maybe I could start recording now, so that way I can record my reactions and upload them later into the evening. But the whole thing, this whole pre-show, post-show, Treehouse, all direct, that's all going to be like 7-hour stream probably, or something. A 6-hour stream maybe. That's going to be uploaded onto YouTube. Comical, I kind of want Doom Guy and Smash. What about you guys? That Doom Guy would be cool.
Hell yeah.
Brandon, what if they reveal Master Chief in Smash Brothers as the first reveal of the Direct?
That'd be hype, dude. I'd be so down for that.
Me too.
That'd be my dream. I feel like Doom Guy is I feel like Doom Guy is the one I want the most. That's I feel like is realistic, because I feel like Master Chief. I mean, we already have 2 Microsoft characters in the game in the past already, and then Master Chief's kind of like out there already, even if there weren't any Microsoft characters yet. So I feel like he's not very realistic. Out of the my more realistic characters that I want, Doom Guy is definitely the one I want the most. But I feel like he's not going to get any either.
Yeah. So I saw that Solo sent me something from Nintendo's Twitter. This is about their Japanese stream. I think that they're not allowed to stream it over there. So yeah, I think this is the Japanese Nintendo Twitter. They said, please refrain from mirror distribution of Nintendo Direct video and audio during live distribution of Nintendo Direct. Simultaneous viewing distribution without mirror distribution is possible. After the live distribution of Nintendo Direct, you can post a video that handles the distributed video as long as the content complies with the guidelines. So the way they handle things over there is very, very different. So
I just don't think they can have those rules over here. Nobody would follow them.
Yeah, it's very different over here.
Over in the West, it's just too much of a culture thing that there's no way they'd be able to enforce that.
Yeah, but thank you very much, Solo, for both modding and sharing that for me. I did see it. Them demo. How long do you expect the Shin Megami Tensei 5 content to be? I'm thinking about 5 to 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, but
not 10.
5 is a possibility.
3.
Yeah, I would hope 3, because I would want more announcements, but 5 is definitely possible.
It's not a huge
Are you sure?
title for them, I think.
Are you sure?
I don't know, it might be.
Yeah, it might be.
I just feel like it's a very, very niche, very, very, very niche series. At this point, so
how much did Shin Megami Tensei 4 sell?
I don't know. I know it's not like its brother Persona, for sure. But maybe we'll hit it off this time, and it'll be a bigger deal. I just generally don't see too much internet hype for it either. Like, there's definitely it has its followers and its fans, but it's only brought up in the conversation every so often. It's
kind of considered a big third-party game though, so I don't know. I can see Nintendo covering it for a while. Like, there have been smaller games that they've covered for extended periods of time. And if it's like a third-party partnership where there's money involved and contracts involved, they may make sure to cover it with it to some great degree. Like remember, like they
3
showed
to 5 minutes in a 40-minute show is pretty big, and that's what I'm expecting. So
yeah, but not 10. That's 25% of the whole
I don't think
direct.
anything's gonna be 10 unless
Not even
Breath of the Wild.
Not
Yeah,
even
probably
that.
not even Breath of the Wild.
No, there'll be Treehouse footage though.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully. It's so weird only having 3 hours of Treehouse. I feel like that was the most disappointing announcement so far for E3. So I really do hope that they have some surprise events like Microsoft did.
Yeah. Paul Dune asks, are you going to be on Nintendo Prime stream for a little bit? I was on actually this morning for a little bit.
5-minute hype.
Is it 5 minutes? Really? Oh god, I'm getting nervous. It just hit me, Brandon. I'm nervous. No.
Oh god.
Oh man. Oh,
becoming real.
I'm freaking out. Why'd you say 5 minutes? Oh god.
Because you gotta get hyped.
I'm in freak out mode now. What are you doing? No. No, I'm not ready.
Now setting in that we're watching E3. Like it doesn't feel like E3.
My body's not ready for this, Brandon. Why did you tell me the reality?
Harness your inner Reggie and become ready.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. This is. Oh
Don't have a
god.
heart attack on me now.
Oh man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting excited and nervous. I'm freaking out.
Breath of the Wild 2, bro? What if they open up? They're not gonna.
All right,
That was not a game that you open up
all right.
to
So
with. But
let's try to keep our expectations in check. If they just
They'll
show me
probably open up a
one thing I want, that's okay. I can double, triple, quadruple down on that one thing. Maybe it's just
I'm
2D
calling it right
Metroid.
now. They're opening up with Smash.
Yeah, I think that's a
what
likely
I'm
bet.
thinking.
Bro, my voice is gonna go. It's gonna be gone. Oh man, this is probably not gonna be the E3 2019 sequel. We all want it to be,
No.
but probably
But
not.
it should be better than E3 2015, and that's all I want. As long as it's better than E3 2015.
As long as
the
the
worst
whole
E3
presentation is
exists.
not Wii Music.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like just okay. All right, let's try and like think of the direct real quickly, like with very very small expectations. Okay.
No Metroid. No Donkey Kong.
No.
No Zelda.
Uh,
We're getting Link's crossbow training to Adventure of Linkle. We're getting Metroid Prime Federation Force 2. We're getting some other lame things. Yes.
No More Heroes 3. Good point them demo. That could show up for sure. That actually expected.
Yeah, that seems likely.
We'll see Skyward Sword HD and they'll add an extra dungeon.
Probably. They haven't gone over like quality of life things really, other than what the Amiibo
I
offers.
feel like what they've told us
60
is what it
FPS.
is.
Well, I think they'll have like other small little things.
Maybe.
They might not talk about it, but they'll have little things like making the notifications for when you pick up items less annoying. They fixed that.
Right, I'm gonna now turn off the background music
in
here.
Twilight Princess. So I assume they'll do that for Skyward Sword because that's a big complaint. It's like I don't want you because any item you can pick up, if you close the game and reopen it, it will tell you again, and it will make you watch an animation, and it will make you say it's like 15 seconds or more for each thing, and then you're just going out, you pick up a blue rupee, and it's like, oh, you know what a blue rupee does? It's, yes,
I'm
I'm
nervous.
20 hours into the game.
Weird.
I just shut it off.
We're less than 120 seconds away from whatever
2
is gonna
minutes.
happen. I am not ready. I am not ready. I'm not ready.
Your body ready.
I'm not ready.
Your body must be ready.
I'm gonna try. I'm waiting.
Um,
We're almost at 60 seconds. Oh god, I'm nervous, guys.
It's
I'm
too
nervous.
bad that they don't have a countdown. Well, maybe not, because a countdown would make me even more just anxious.
I'm nervous. Oh, we're less than 60 seconds away. I'm so nervous. Guys, in the chat, please let me know if everything is looking and sounding okay, especially when the direct starts. I think it will. I think it will be fine. But just let me know. Oh man. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. I
I
don't
want to
think...
refresh it up, but I'm fearful that it will start before I get a chance. Oh. Less than a minute.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh, it's behind for me.
I should be live. I should be live. 20 seconds. Everything looks and sounds great right now.
Well, I thought it was starting for you. I was like, man, I'm behind.
No. We are moments away. Okay,
they usually are like a minute late or something.
It's gonna happen like any second
any
now.
moment now. Any moment.
Any
now.
second.
It is 11. It is officially the time.
They'll be like, oh, we gotta delay the direct.
Boy.
Sorry, guys.
We're delaying it till all the way next year. Screw you. It's a big troll.
It hasn't started for you either, right?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
I mean, it says live here. Let me quickly see the live stream chat. It's being weird.
I'm as live as it gets, and it's not started for me yet, so...
Maybe Nintendo's nervous.
It's always this way with live streams. It started for me.
It started for you.
It did. I might be a couple seconds ahead of you.
Oh, no, it's starting. It's starting.
Yeah, I'm a couple seconds ahead of you. I'll try not to spoil nothing.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. E3 2021, it's happening! Here we are! 2 people!
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
We're getting big stuff today.
Hello, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide as well.
They never have
The
both of
Nintendo
them
Switch system
at the
is
same
now
time.
in its 5th year, and many people around the world are playing games on it.
That's true.
Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming
It
experience.
sounds good, guys. Let me know if it's
Thank
sounding
you all
good.
very much. We've been able to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners. I hope that each of you watching this Nintendo Direct will be able to find a game that suits your personal tastes.
Today, we have news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you
It's
enjoy
weird they're
it.
not doing a cold start this time.
Okay, to begin, please take a look at this video.
The first reveal! What's it
looks
gonna
like
be?
Smash.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Probably Smash.
What's it gonna be? It's Smash.
Oh, you got... Whoa.
It's kind of choppy.
What happened again? And...
Oh, it's a Zelda Smash character!
Holy crap.
No, okay, hold on.
Just murdered him.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, the stream's being a little weird. So who's dumping Ganondorf
I'm not
here?
sure who this is.
Impa?
You're quite a
Is that
ways
it?
behind.
Is that it? Kazuya gets ready for next. What's a Tekken character? So you got a Tekken reveal. That's what it is, right?
I'm actually sure.
I don't know who this guy
Particle
is.
effects flying off that guy, though. Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
Is the stream a little choppy for you?
No. Nintendo stream's fine for me.
Let me try a refresh. Maybe that'll help it.
It's just murdering
Oh wait.
everybody.
He's dropping Captain Falcon. It seems to be cleaned up now.
You might just need to refresh or something.
He's just dropping
what the
everyone.
hell? What kind of transformation?
I'm gonna do a quick refresh here. Whoa, it's his final Smash mode or like boost mode. Fix that up a little bit. This refresh should fix things, guys. There we go.
Might make you less behind.
Oh, Hiachi. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like, I'm not too familiar with this character, but it's fine.
it looks awesome. Just the effects and everything going on.
Okay, that's the second to
Oh,
last character.
Kirby.
It's a Tekken character. It's kind of funny. I was just dropping everyone.
Kirby can just fly.
So they finally get a Namco.
Hold on.
Namco finally gets a rep.
He gets away.
Nice! Kirby! He didn't realize Kirby got away. Always throwing Kirby love.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited and the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Kazuya Mishima from the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details
On my
at a
end, the
later
stream
date,
is fine.
so please sit tight. For today,
is
though,
the-
we've prepared a short video to showcase Kazuya's moves in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please
Actually doing
Take a look.
small
Yeah, I
deep
should-
dive, which is surprising.
Yeah, the stream's just being kind of funny.
Particle effects coming off of him are impressive.
Here, I'll lower it to 720p. Maybe that'll be better. It shouldn't really matter. They're showing off a lot of Smash just to get things started. And yeah, you're right, Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Literally no one predicted this.
Yeah, nobody knew about this guy. Nobody was talking about him. Go.
This feels like
28.
Tekken. No, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation.
Okay, that was not that long.
We still have to record it first, actually. The air date is shown below.
June
Please stay
28th.
tuned.
Nice. Okay. Now
you, Mr.
an actual
Sakurai.
game now. Here we go, guys. It's coming.
A new fighter, Kazuya, will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh, going through some headlines.
Please look forward to seeing how Kazuya, who has experienced many harsh battles across the Tekken series, will fight in this game. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Here we go. All right. What are you gonna start off with? All
Your
right.
choices matter.
Nothing
in these
major yet.
Emotional, supernatural
I saw
tales.
indie game. Oh, this is Life is Strange.
My heart. Be steady. I'm surprised they haven't revealed any like new Nintendo games yet.
That is there's no way it looks like that on the Switch.
Life is Strange.
That would be impressive as hell. Wait for it to switch to the gameplay, because I'm ahead of you. And try to tell me that's how it's gonna look on the Switch. It's no way. I would be surprised. I'd be impressed. So
Yeah, keep in mind, guys.
Really
Breath of the
like
Wild 2, if it's gonna be in the show, it's gonna be at the end.
yeah. Right now they're just kind of like flying through.
Life
the
is
smaller
Strange,
titles,
True
trying to get them out
Colors
of the way.
launches on Nintendo Switch
Oh,
September
this game's
10th.
coming to the Switch.
And Life is Strange Remastered Collection comes to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Interesting, I guess.
There's something for everyone on the Nintendo Switch system.
Okay, so what
Usually
about
they're
for
not
me?
showing the Switch version of it.
You are Star-Lord,
Oh,
leading
Guardians
a
of the
legendary
Galaxy.
band of heroes for hire in this thrilling action-adventure game. Jump on a wild ride across the cosmos,
That looks pretty
overwhelm
cool, actually.
opponents with Star-Lord's daring combat style,
definitely not
and
showing the
encounter
Switch version,
iconic
though.
and original Marvel characters. You'll call the shots for the unpredictable Guardians as you face cosmic threats to save the galaxy. You got this, probably.
Maybe it's the Switch Pro version.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy blasts
Perhaps.
onto Nintendo Switch October 26th.
Okay.
Worms everywhere.
I love how
In
they're
this
not.
real-time
They haven't
arena-based
announced
shooter,
any new
You'll switch your
Nintendo
invertebrate
first-party
opponents in
things.
32-player cross-platform combat. Play
Oh,
in
not yet.
daily challenges, battle modes, and seasonal events to worm your way up the ranks. Plus, the Patchwork Bear outfit, exclusive to the
As long as
Nintendo
they get, like,
Switch
one or
version,
two
will be available for
new
free for
Nintendo
2
games
weeks
that I'm
after
excited
launch.
about.
Yeah.
A new map, Spaceport Showdown, launches
Yeah.
with Worms Rumble, wriggling onto Nintendo Switch
And a
June
lot of these
23rd.
games actually
Get a
do
25%
interest me, so-
discount when you
Yeah,
pre-order
nothing's
the
been
game
bad.
starting today on Nintendo
There's nothing
eShop.
that I've been like, this is snooze fest.
The fantastical realm of Orcanon awaits.
Yeah.
As you explore this fully hand-painted world, you'll customize a team of demigods and unleash devastating attacks and captivating turn-based combat.
Okay.
Astria Ascending launches on Nintendo Switch September 30th.
I don't feel like we've seen anything that'll be a part of the Treehouse yet, though. Like, keep in mind, like,
Return
we're
to
getting
the funny,
3 hours of
charming,
Treehouse.
and quirky world
So
of 2 Point
nothing
County.
here feels like
In
to
the
be in the
wholesome
Treehouse,
management
right?
sim 2 Point Campus, you'll
Hopefully
build and
not,
run
unless
your
they just
very
don't
own
have
university
anything
the
named.
way you want it. Lots of creative tools are at your disposal to make the school yours and
I'm
take
so
your
far ahead of you that I
educational
don't wanna
empire
say
to the next level.
It's not
Right now I'm in the
Enrollment
cooking
for
thing.
2 Point Campus starts on Nintendo Switch next year.
Yeah, I'm already on. I'm like probably. 15
Oh, I'm not
seconds
live.
ahead of you.
There, I'm live now. There's the monkey ball. Okay.
Yeah, monkey ball.
There, I'm live now.
Yeah, okay. I was wait. Oh, this looks like a real monkey ball. Oh no, they're just going over monkey ball.
Yeah. But I think they're building up. Yeah, I don't want
Freaking loved monkey ball back on the PS2. It had adventure mode, epic, and they had cool multiplayer.
I don't know why the line won't disappear.
You might be quick into it too much.
There we go.
It's cool.
So
Oh man, this is so much nostalgia.
I really love Monkey Ball.
Go Bananas wins Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania
might just have to
rolls
get that.
onto Nintendo Switch
Yeah, I
October
love
5th.
Monkey Ball. Give me more Monkey Ball.
It's a blast from
Is this
parties past,
Super Mario Party?
and you're invited.
Super Mario Party 2?
Ready for another round of Mario Party
Or
Mayhem?
DLC.
Of course you are. It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards and minigames.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
Live it up on
Oh,
5 classic
hell
boards from the Nintendo 64
Yeah.
era,
That is a new
including
Super-
Peach's
that's
birthday
a new
cake
Mario Party.
and Spaceland.
I mean, we talked about how there'd be a
Each
Mario
board
Party to
is
be
packed
more
with
like
zany events guaranteed to keep you
digestible.
on your toes.
This is it.
And when we say zany, we mean it.
Then they bring it back.
Jump
This kind of proves that
Next
Samus
blocks.
Sentry's a leaker.
and give
My opinion.
facelifts.
I
And the
literally
hilarious
talked about her how
over-the-top
like they'd be
minigames.
making a more
All of
handheld
which
They're
Central
bringing
Flight
back a
Control.
ton.
Mario
God,
Party.
I love
With
how
100
the new
minigames from the
engine
Mario
from
Party
Mario
series
Party
catalog,
looks. It looks
you'll
so
have a
good.
blast in this all-star
awesome.
fun fest.
They got that.
Here's a
Did you
little
see the
party
one
favorite.
with the snow
All
deformation
game modes
and
work
all
with
that?
online play.
I can see this being in the Treehouse.
Even if you're
Yeah, what'd you
playing
say,
solo,
Brandon?
you can
I'm
randomly
just saying the
match with other
graphics
party
for
goers
Mario Party are
worldwide.
just really good these days.
Playing a board
Like
game
material
online with
work
friends,
and everything looks great.
save your
It's
progress
small
in
little
the game,
boards, right? So
grab
like,
a snack.
Yeah, but
Then
even the
resume
mini
the
games look
festivities.
really good.
Stickers
I'm
are
just super
also
happy
available
with
to
how
communicate with others.
The style.
It's time to party
Okay, so they're showing
in
they're
Mario
telling us
Party
what's coming in the Treehouse.
Superstars.
so Breath of the Wild 2 is
Launching
not
on
coming on
Nintendo
October
Switch system
29th.
October
'cause
29th.
That's when Mario Party
Pre-orders
Superstars is
begin
coming.
today on Nintendo eShop.
What did you think? Before we show this next trailer, I'd like to say one thing.
Oh,
Currently, we're working hard on the latest game in the Metroid Prime series,
Talking about
Metroid Prime 4, which we previously announced.
oh, it's happening!
But today, we'd like to introduce
See,
another
I told you
new
they-
entry in the
They would
Metroid
mention Prime
franchise.
4.
New entry.
Please take a
Yeah.
look.
It's
Here we
happening!
go.
We're getting our first HD Metroid!
Let's go.
Oh, I can't!
Oh, what
Contain
is that?
yourself.
Super Sonic?
I told you!
Metroid 5!
5! Oh, yeah!
Oh, not
Finally! I told you they would have first-person perspective moments.
Well, right now they're not showing gameplay.
Doesn't matter.
But at least for the cinematics, it seems. But yeah.
We're looking at a real
This is
Metroid
very
game.
unique. Like,
We're looking at a real
architecture.
Metroid game. This is so cool.
what is that thing? Oh, gameplay. Oh, this looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is,
The chase down, bro.
even if this is the biggest thing in this direct, this is
But it's not. It's only in the middle of the
Metroid
direct.
Dread? Holy fuck, it's actually
It's Dread is real?
Holy fuck.
Dread is real?
Holy fuck. Dude,
Come on!
great. The graphics
Come on! Metroid Dread is real and it's Metroid 5? This is the stuff of dreams!
And it seems to be going for more of like this.
Direct is saved. I don't care what happens after this. Metroid Dread is real! Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they're going for the actual like horror, like things chasing you down and like.
Metroid Dread is real. That was a Chozo!
There's like stealth.
There was a living Chozo, Brandon! A living Chozo! We haven't seen a living Chozo in 3D ever! What is that boss?
Dude, this looks
More of that perspective stuff.
Yeah. It seems like they're really going for like.
When's
this
it dropping?
stealth
When's it
horror.
dropping?
And we're gonna see it in the treehouse. We're seeing it in the treehouse. It's definitely.
See it on
coming soon.
Treehouse. Oh, did they
It's
say that for
definitely
Mario Party?
coming soon,
What's the
Yes.
release date?
October 29th. This
It's
is,
coming out in October!
October 8th.
It's close to Mario Party too.
That was the trailer.
That's
for
a
the
win, my
first
friends.
new 2D
Back-to-back
Metroid game
wins.
in roughly 19 years. The brand new Metroid Dread game.
Yes!
As the name Dread implies, this is a Metroid game with a new feel, showcasing a variety of
Metroid
threats
Dread.
that Samus will encounter. It's scheduled to be released on October 8th.
I love that they're going
So
for
it
that
won't
like
be too
stealth
long
horror.
until
Oh,
launch.
and the amiibo.
On that same day,
Dude,
we'll
I
also
love
be
the new
releasing
suit
amiibo
design,
figures
too.
for
I
Samus
love the new
and the
suit
Emmy, the robot seen in the video.
I just dawned on me how different
Let's
Samus
move
looks.
on to more Nintendo
Yeah. Oh
Switch
yeah.
headlines.
Wait. Familiar friend. Okay. So again,
October is gonna be a good
These
month, my
familiar
friends.
franchises are back on Nintendo Switch.
Familiar franchise.
Nobody
Get
cares
ready
about
to
this.
get down.
So how
in the
early-
latest Just Dance
So we're
game.
only 15 minutes into a new Metroid game. It's coming out early October. Holy
Hit the dance
crap.
floor in Just
And
Dance
we did talk
2022,
about the Mario Party
launching on
thing being
Nintendo
more
Switch
of a
November
digestible
4th.
thing, a sequel. That's coming as well. And we got the Smash reveal.
The arcade smash hit Cruisin' Blast.
cannot
is
Who said this
hitting
direct was
on
gonna
Nintendo
suck?
Switch.
Who said this direction? We got Metroid Dread.
Blast your way through nearly 30
Freaking
over-the-top
Dread.
tracks.
Come on. I don't know. Whoever
Players
saw
can race
the
together,
direct and said it was
so
gonna be
pick your favorite
bad.
vehicle
You're wrong.
and hit the road.
You're wrong.
Yeah, like literally, like even if
Cruisin'
Metroid's
Blast
the
launches
biggest
as a
thing,
console
you
exclusive on
fucking
Nintendo Switch
Metroid
this fall.
Dread. Like,
Metroid Dread. That's it.
Like,
It's
That's
the
it.
ultimate
they actually
Dragon
call it
Ball
Metroid
Z
Dread.
experience.
That is like insane to me.
Relive the story
Oh,
of
Kakarot's
Goku
coming.
and
We
other
predicted
Z5
this, by the way.
Four sagas in this
Kakarot will come to
RPG.
Switch.
Say it.
This is like a different version,
Protect
though.
the Earth from an invasion by
This
Vegeta
is
and Nappa.
this game has been on
Frieza,
other platforms.
take a
like, it's
stand
important
against
to
the
Switch.
Yeah, it's
Evil
it's
Emperor.
pointing forward to Switch. Yeah, that's what I
So,
meant.
Battle the androids in a fight to
Got a
the
super chat
death.
from Karen Buckley. I'm so happy,
Majin
Metroid,
Buu,
right?
An epic showdown with the
Narwhal,
most
yeah, it's
fearsome
amazing.
foe. Along with the main
actually happy
story,
this is coming to
you
Switch.
can
This is good.
explore the vast world of Dragon Ball Z. Hey, why not help out the locals?
Goku and
Or collect
Smash.
ingredients for delicious meals.
What
You
if?
could always train to acquire new skills, too. There are lots of things to keep you busy. The boss battle episodes, A New Power Awakens Parts
Oh, the
1 and
DLC
2 is also included.
That's nice.
Dragon
Nice.
Ball Z Kakarot, plus A New Power Awakens
That's a-
set.
that's a
comes
good
out
port right
onto
there.
Nintendo Switch, September 24th.
That's a good port right there.
Okay, then how
Dark
to cover
Souls?
Mario Golf.
Okay,
Grab
Mario
a
Golf
golf
time.
club
To be
and get
expected.
ready
You
to
said
tee
Dark Souls?
off.
What did you say?
The Mario Golf Super Rush
I
game
wasn't saying
launches
that
soon.
was. I was just saying that maybe we get another.
Here's a quick glimpse into each of the modes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Standard golf. Take your time to read the wind and terrain on the green.
I am actually pretty excited for this. I'm not sure if I'll pick it up day one, but it looks like a good game.
You are
Hit
still like a
different
couple
types of
seconds
shots
of me.
and aim for under
So
par.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you to do me one favor.
Nice.
Get excited, scream all you want. Just don't say
Speed golf.
names for a few seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Smack your ball,
That's
then
what I've been
chase
doing
after
for
it.
all the
Be the
big-
first
You
to get
said
your ball in the
Metroid
hole.
before I knew it was Metroid.
Outpace your rivals with special dashes
I feel
and
I
special
still
shots.
waited until they were talking about it. I think you just weren't listening.
It's cool,
to what I
it's
was
cool.
saying.
Battle golf.
But yeah, if they show like Zelda,
get out
I'll
over
definitely
9
wait
flag
until I
marked
hear you.
holes in an
Scream all you
obstacle-filled
want.
arena.
Just hold back from
Capture
saying
3
anything
flags to win.
intelligible for like 5 seconds.
Golf
Please.
adventure.
Gotcha. No, I'll
Go
wait.
from
I'll
rookie
wait.
to pro
I'll wait
with
for
your
your
me
cue.
character. The golfing
And I'll know
challenges
it.
that await
I'll
may
know it.
surprise you. And here's some news. Free updates are planned for future release, including
This looks
additional courses and
cool, man.
playable characters.
It's literally in Udon City.
The fairway's
What?
almost
I didn't know that was a
open.
thing.
So set your tee time and get ready to ace those shots in Mario Golf Super Rush, swinging
we're gonna see
onto the
that in the
Nintendo
trail.
Switch
And everything's
system
still looking
June
and sounding okay, right? Okay, so
Pre-orders are
Mario
available
Golf
now on Nintendo
and Metroid
eShop.
Dread are going to be the treehouse. Did they say Mario Party will be in the treehouse?
Ready for the ride
Okay,
of a
so
lifetime?
that's 3 games confirmed for treehouse already. Monster Hunter
Welcome
Stories,
to the vast
as
and
expected.
vibrant world of
Monster
Monster
Hunter
Hunter.
Stories looks so good in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel it looks as good as Monster Hunter Rise.
As a
just
rider
like
in this
different art
RPG
style.
adventure,
But the
you'll
quality
explore
of that art
diverse
style is still
landscapes
just
by
as
riding
good.
your monster,
Yeah.
Like,
a
it looks
monster
so
companion.
nice.
This game looks really fun, actually. And it's
Gather
pretty,
materials
you're right.
such as honey and ore, then use them to
Some of the
craft items
textures
for your
are kinda
journey.
iffy, but for the most part,
Brandon, can I just reiterate that we're getting both
But
Mario
beware of
Party
the mini
and
monsters
Metroid in
roaming about.
October?
Some are docile,
October's
others
great.
may suddenly
And
ambush.
Zapoli showing on Tensei 5 and Pokemon are coming out in November.
fight,
Like, it
you'll
is
team
very
up with
I am
2019
getting
esque.
more
and use
more
weapons
the
and
idea
skills to
that
overwhelm
Zelda's
enemy
not coming out
monsters
this
in
year,
turn-based
though.
battles.
I'm just like trying to figure out where it
Win,
would go.
and you'll be rewarded with their materials.
I'm not gonna lie.
Which can
maybe.
we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, at
Weapons
this
and armor.
point, it's potentially November, early December,
Hey,
but maybe
is that
not.
an egg? You might be able to hatch a new Monstie. Incredibly
Well, this is
powerful
like
Monsties
September,
can
which
also
would just be
hatch from
mine.
rare eggs. Need more traveling
That would
buddies?
I
Join up
definitely
with
don't
friends
see
for
that.
co-op multiplayer quests
If it's
and
September,
battles.
then you know 100% Switch Pro's coming
Buckle
out
up,
in September,
Ryder.
though.
It's going to be a real
They're
monster
probably
of
not,
an
though.
adventure.
Yeah, at this point, like, it is becoming more and more
Monster
likely
Hunter
that
Stories
Breath of
2,
the Wild's
Wings
coming
of
out next
Ruin
year.
soars onto Nintendo
Another,
Switch July 9th.
that's another Treehouse game.
You can play
How
the
many
free
Treehouse
demo
games
on June
could there be?
25th and carry over your save data
I mean,
to
if
the
they're all
home game.
15 minutes,
Well, some of
then...
them they don't have to.
WarioWare?
From the head of a certain company.
WarioWare?
Did you miss me?
I did.
What do you mean? Who am I? It's a me, Wario. And it's a finally ready, a
Paper
brand new
Wario.
game from my company.
Oh,
Check it
hell
out.
yeah.
You
Nice.
get to control
I mean,
me.
we pretty much knew this was coming because
Time
Nintendo straight
to
up
do
asked
this.
us if we would buy this.
Metroid Dread is real.
Look at me
We're getting
go.
WarioWare. We're getting a new Mario
Rats.
Party.
Check
Come
out
on.
these chumps. They came back and
I really hope
they
this
have
game has
wonderful
really good
new
like
talents.
HD rumble and such. I feel like it's
Throw
the kind
that
of
stick
the
thing.
next
This
showcase.
is gonna be great.
Not bad.
When's it
Use
coming
the
out?
spinning, whatchamacallit. Ha!
See?
Nailed it.
I imagine this will be
Can
the next
different
showcase for
abilities.
iOS.
Can we please just acknowledge that we're getting actual
Wow, I
dialogue
almost
from
forgot some
Wario?
big news.
Voice
Two
acting.
people can play together
That's
at the
crazy.
same time.
Co-op
So
WarioWare.
And it works. It
Or
doesn't
else.
sound like ridiculous. Like it fits.
Not
Yeah.
nice. All right, you.
Which I feel like is gonna be the
You,
reaction
the one
people have
watching this,
ultimately to,
better
like,
get
Oh, I'm gonna
ready for
enjoy
some
playing this with people.
micro game
And, like
mayhem.
when she starts talking.
The WarioWare
September.
Get It Together game
September?
launches
We're
gonna see you in the
exclusively on the
treehouse?
Nintendo Switch system September
These better
10th.
be 10 to 15
Pre-orders
minutes.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Seconds.
I mean, how long can you show up for?
What you just saw was the trailer for WarioWare Get It Together.
We're about halfway through the direct, guys.
In the latest installment of this series, there are new microgames that let you control Wario and his friends. There is also a two-player co-op mode, which greatly expands the gameplay.
I've never played a Wario
It's releasing
game,
in
so
the
I'm
near
hyped to
future, so
try
stay
one out.
tuned. Next, please take a look at this.
What is it? What is it? Should we go into Tensei 5? Okay, let me, as
As a high
expected.
school student living in Tokyo,
You still get November,
your
Brandon?
life is fairly normal.
November?
Yeah, November release.
That could be, yeah.
But that reality is upended after you get pulled into a different dimension.
This direct has been pretty solid so far.
Yeah.
I mean, how it ends definitely
I'm really
matters,
happy
but
with it.
this has been a solid direct, guys.
Another Tokyo exists, a post-apocalyptic world where angels and demons reside.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm kind of down in Breath of the Wild too for this year. Yeah. It would have to be like an epic
You fuse with
surprise
a
sort of thing.
mysterious
Like,
figure,
it's definitely
gaining the
I
power
know.
to fight
Like, I have to
demons.
keep my prediction, but
What lies
I'm not
ahead
really
in this
believing it
alternate
right now.
realm?
release date.
I like how this
The
game's
world is
looking.
now
I mean, they're
transformed
usually
yeah, it looks
into a
good.
sprawling,
Wow.
A lot of the
demon-infested
effects look
wasteland.
really nice.
Hey, man,
Though
this is
friendly
a
demons
good-looking
do
game.
exist here, many are hostile and will attempt to destroy you.
It's a good-looking
Harness
game,
your
a
newfound
cool-looking
powers to
game.
fight demons using a command-based system. Finding their weak point is key. By targeting it, the number of consecutive actions you can perform in a combo will increase.
I'm
Though
waiting to see the
demons
release date
are
for this, because
formidable
this could be like
opponents.
the stake
You may be able to
in
recruit
terms
them
of the
via
whole
negotiations,
Zelda debate for
which
November.
begin when you open a conversation with them.
I love the design of this.
Yeah, this looks good. I think I'm gonna get this.
If the
Depending,
negotiation is
on
successful,
impressions,
a
but
demon
it's
will become a powerful ally.
The music sounds pretty
In
dope.
some
too.
cases, by rejecting a demon's request, they may feel motivated and join you as an ally.
Sounds like a plot. in the
Demons
game.
that do join will fight
Like a
alongside you and
similar
grow
sorta
stronger.
soundtrack.
By fusing demon allies, another demon can be created.
He wouldn't be able to-
The newly fused
Looking
demon's
cool.
innate abilities will vary, granting you a powerful ally, customized to your needs and playstyle.
good looking game.
Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic world by harnessing the power of your own. What
November
destiny
12th,
will you
and we're
choose?
singing the tree.
Shin
A lot of
Megami
Treehouse
Tensei
games.
5 will
Oh,
launch
we're
exclusively
already at,
on
like, 6
Nintendo
Treehouse
Switch
games,
November
right?
12th.
But yeah, some
Pre-orders for the physical
Every game they
version
announce,
begin
oh,
June
Treehouse,
21st.
Like, they definitely gotta be
All
like
the
15
big
minute
ones.
segments. 15 minutes, guys.
That was the latest trailer for Shin Megami Tensei
About 15 minutes
5
left.
from Atlas. This
No
is the
mention of
newest game in
Pokemon,
the series.
no Donkey
Please
Kong
look
yet, no
forward
Zelda.
to future updates.
No Splatoon yet.
Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
more headlines.
This is gonna be more of a smaller sort of.
Celebrate 10
Barrage.
years of Danganronpa.
There
So
might be
in
something big in
despair.
it. We got Mario Party in the last headline thing, so.
they really haven't touched 2022 yet.
No, they really are focusing mostly on 2021, as I said.
And Pokemon hasn't been mentioned at all.
Who do you think Pokemon's gonna get its own
3
separate
games in the
event?
deadly Danganronpa series
Maybe.
are coming to Nintendo Switch.
I am this school.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other high school students in a game
I like how
of
they say they're
literal
high school
life
students. They
and
don't.
death.
They, I
Unfortunately,
swear some of these people
the
look
only
like
way
they're
out of
in
this
Whenever I watch an
and
anime,
this
I
lethal
always
game
add at least
is to
4
betray
years
the
for
other
everyone.
students.
At
And
least.
so
Yeah, they
it
don't.
begins.
They don't look anything like the ages they're supposed to be.
Have been discovered.
When a student meets their demise, a class trial will take place to
It's
reveal
more like
You're the
people in their
culprit, aren't you,
20s.
Telling you, I had no idea.
They probably moved the body there.
Use the evidence you've gathered to refute contradictions and find the guilty party.
It's like trying to imagine. It's like every time they do the Spider-Man movies, and it's like, yeah, this is a high schooler.
Are you
The
okay?
actor's like 40
Yeah.
or 30. You're like, yeah, sure.
Plus, the board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony has been expanded into a standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer
I
did like the anime.
An all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa
I haven't seen the
series
anime
will
either.
come together
It's pretty
to
good.
battle
Just
at a
check it out.
tropical resort.
You know,
Who's
just it's
the
kind of like a
strongest of
mystery.
them all in this
So
ultimate
just kind of
beach
figure out
brawl?
what's
I like
going on.
mysteries.
The 4-game collection Danganronpa
check
Decadence
that out.
launches as a physical
not
exclusive
even
on
giving
Nintendo
release dates
Switch
for that.
later this year. All 4 games will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Oh,
Oh, Fatal Frame.
We hope you're not afraid
This
of
is a port?
ghosts.
It's a Wii U port.
oh, it is a port of the Wii U.
Wow. That was like one of the cooler exclusives that came out for the Wii U. So
In
I
this
remember
horror
looking
adventure
at this
game,
game
you'll
being like,
uncover
the
the
Wii U's
mysteries
graphics don't
surrounding
suck
the
that bad.
ethereal
Look at this
but
game.
deadly
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Mikami, believed
At the
to be at
time,
the center of
like,
many disappearances.
When it came out, this
Ghosts
was like
frequent this
pretty,
mountain. Your only
Yeah,
defense
kept
is a
up with,
camera
like,
that can
what
repel
PS4
and
was
cast
doing.
them out.
yeah, I mean our standards have changed, but it looks acceptable.
Face your fears as you explore a variety of unsettling locations. This spine-chilling story features various protagonists, letting you experience the game from different perspectives.
Joshua, I want to point
New
out that I've
costumes
always
and
said I
photo
was
modes are
never
included in
convinced
this
Donkey
version.
Kong would be in the
Can you
direct, but it's
investigate
not
Mount
over yet.
Mikami
So we'll see.
and stay alive? Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black Water, creeps onto Nintendo Switch this year.
There's probably gonna be at least 2 more Nintendo
These
games.
games and DLC are coming soon. Some even today.
Oh, they're gonna do it 12.
DLC.
Your war is not over. Raise hell in
I have
the
heard the
first
DLC
campaign
is really
expansion
good. I
of
haven't
Doom
gotten to play
Eternal,
it yet, but I have
Ancient
beaten the main
Gods Part
campaign.
1.
And my God, is it amazing!
Deeper and more challenging combat awaits.
This game does look
as you eliminate
better, a
Hell's
lot
newest
better than the
foes
first game did.
in demon-infested ruins
This is
and
really
rain-swept
impressive
terrain.
that they pulled off.
I have it on Switch. It's fine.
The fate of the cosmos is in your
The
hands.
frame rate's better on Doom Eternal than the
Get
original
slaying
too,
when
despite
this
it being a
campaign
better-looking
expansion launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Ooh.
Later today, Shadow Drop. Nice.
Yeah, they did say something.
Get ramped up for 2 iconic skateboarding games fully remastered in
I
HD.
love
Skate
Tony
to
Hawk's
era-defining
first game.
jams as
I
the
played
legendary
the first
Tony
one
Hawk
and
and a
it feels
roster
so
of
much.
new and returning pros.
The remake, it just looks
Take
so
your
good.
sessions on the go with all the original
I'm not
game
sure if I'll
modes.
get it
Brand,
on
do you think
Switch.
Metroid Dread's gonna be the
Compete
biggest
locally
reveal
or
of the direct?
online to show off your tricks against other skaters.
Drop
into Tony Hawk's
maybe,
Pro Skater
but it would
1 and
kinda be
2,
weird if
launching
they
on Nintendo
like,
Switch
the
June
way
25th.
they showed it. If that was
Pre-orders
the
are
biggest
available
thing
now
in
on
Direct,
Nintendo eShop.
like the when and how they showed it.
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean,
really seem
they showed
like
off
it.
around what I
4,000
expected.
years, Sateki, the Witch Queen, has risen from the dead, and only one group of
I
heroes
expect
can
2 more
stop her.
things.
The Strange Brigade. In this
Kind of like
thrilling
how
adventure,
in the February they
you'll
showed
blast
Skyward
through
Sword
an
HD,
army
and then
of
they're like, one more
mummified
thing for
monstrosities
Splatoon 3,
while
like
solving
something like
puzzles
that.
in booby-trapped
Yeah.
dungeons. Go it alone or team up with other daring adventurers
haven't
in
even seen
local
Splatoon
wireless
3
co-op
shown again.
and online play.
I want to point out we still haven't seen any 2022
Expect the
games, so like if they
unexpected.
show Zelda at the
Strange
end,
Brigade
it might be
launches
the
on
only
Nintendo Switch
2022
later
game.
today. It's a new adventure of cosmic
Right.
proportions.
Something we've seen
Are they gonna
already.
show the same stuff, or are they gonna show anything new?
Mario and his friends will team up with the Rabbids
It's all
once
the same
again
so
to
far.
restore order to the galaxy.
Yeah.
Our heroes must stop a mysterious new evil from plunging the universe into chaos. Rabbid Rosalina joins them. Wait, is she bored already? Explore planets filled with quirky residents and even quirkier secrets. And in this fresh take on the tactical genre,
They haven't even
our
mentioned
heroes
Skyward
can
Sword
run
HD
freely
yet
around the
either.
battlefield, creating new strategic and chaotic possibilities. So aim for victory with a little help from your friends. Wait, who's that?
It's all footage we've seen already.
Well, one thing's certain. This is gonna be one heck of a galactic adventure.
First
They're done with
2022
Mario
game
plus
with the
Rabbids,
truck.
Sparks of Hope
first
launches into
2022
space
game.
or onto Nintendo Switch next year.
This could be it. That could be the only 2022 game. What is this? Oh! It's happening! We're getting a new Advance Wars! I can't believe
A
it!
remake? Is this a remake of that?
It looks like a remake, yeah.
Even still, oh man,
Oh, it's got 3D elements in it. Oh,
oh, it looks so good.
it's reimagined. Advance Wars! Yes!
Dude, hell yeah.
Oh my god! This is one of those things. Remember how we talked about there'd be like one random sort of like franchise they'd bring back?
About Advance Wars.
Oh my god, this is great. I'm so. Guys, you haven't played Advance Wars before. It was like one of the best sort of like Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games you could play. Even on the DS. Oh
like
man.
Fire Emblem, it's sort of kind of this.
Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in
Some of them.
Advance
Or
Wars
the
1+2 Reboot Camp.
But we're gonna see that in the
Nintendo
Treehouse.
Switch
It's a
this
December
holiday.
game.
Pre-orders begin
It's a
today
December
on
game.
Nintendo eShop.
So it doesn't seem like they're ending the headliners. with
How is
one big
everything?
Nintendo game each time.
All right. This
Oh,
next segment
last
will be our last announcement of the day.
Last segment.
Please take a look.
Shut up. It's all Zelda stuff. It's all Zelda stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not saying they shut up. It's just. Okay, so they're ending with like a 7-minute Zelda segment. Wait.
I keep in mind.
Need a Calamity DLC, right? Like, we're getting DLC. Whoa, you can play as a Guardian?
Whoa!
Okay. What? Yo, when did Age of Calamity DLC become hot? Oh, wow. All of a sudden I want the Age of Calamity DLC. Baby. So they're ending with Zelda stuff. So no Donkey Kong yet. Told you guys, maybe not this direct.
Oh, that's very soon.
Guys, this is the last segment, so it's gonna be all Zelda stuff. They're not done yet. There's still like 6 minutes. Here he is.
Hello there. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today.
A few more. Skyward
We'll
Sword.
begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month.
We're closing with Breath of the Wild.
You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls.
And it's probably coming out next year.
Or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began. What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game. We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Okay, this is it.
Next up,
It's now time.
here's a little something you might like.
I hate you. Why?
This is
Stop
a Game
it.
& Watch system that
That's
lets you
not
play
Breath of the
3
Wild,
games
too.
in the Legend of Zelda series.
Why?
This year, the
35th
original Legend of
35th
Zelda game
anniversary.
reaches its 35th anniversary.
Finally.
While we don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games planned, we've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion and reflect fondly on the earliest days of The Legend of Zelda.
They just confirmed that Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out this year.
It will
because it's
come
not
with the first game in the series, The Legend of Zelda,
They pretty much just said
Zelda
that.
2,
Yeah.
The Adventure
It's
of
not.
Link,
This is neat, though.
and the Game Boy version of The Legend of Zelda Link's
Fine.
Awakening game, as well as a special version of the Game & Watch title Vermin, starring Link
This
as
isn't
the
Switch
playable
software.
character.
Oh, wow.
So that's 4 games on one system,
Wow.
from longer Legend of Zelda games to the pick-up-and-play game Vermin.
Neat.
In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable
Guys,
clock
we're gonna
based
get a
on
Breath of the
Legend
Wild 2
Zelda,
trailer. Relax. It's just
and
not
an
coming out
interactive
this year.
timer themed after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. You can
That
play
March
with
date
both of
is
them by
seeming
taking
like
control
the best,
of Link.
best bet now, for sure. At best.
We hope you'll enjoy playing this Game & Watch system whenever and wherever you'd like.
Did they say when Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming out?
All right, here's the last thing we have to show you.
Okay, here we go.
This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. 2 years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
This is it! We're getting footage!
This is it.
Oh, the malice! The malice! Oh, that was dark! Oh my goodness! That's Ganondorf! My mind! Zelda, no!
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy.
I told you it would be in the sky! His hand! I told you it would be in the sky, my dude! This is incredible! It's still Breath of the Wild? It's still like the same world? The hand, though! It's the replacement! We're looking at new footage!
Also, look at his hair.
What? You can go through rocks, he has long, cool hair. The world has changed
my
so much. Let's listen. The world has changed so much. That was a quick glimpse.
Whoa.
That was a quick
Oh,
glimpse.
yep. You're about to see
2022.
2022.
Yeah. Dubious food for me.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule. We'd like to ask you to
Cheryl,
wait
we're
a bit
making
longer.
dubious food.
We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look
That
forward to
looked
it.
better than anything I could have ever imagined.
He has long hair. He looks like he's
How
got to
was
save
that?
Zelda.
That's all for this Nintendo Direct. We are
was
diligently
solid.
continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show
It was a
today.
solid Direct.
I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's
The
in
only
store
thing we
on
really didn't
Nintendo
get
Switch.
that we were expecting was Donkey Kong.
Thank
I
you for
told you there's a
watching.
chance it wouldn't show up yet. I've been talking about it. Everyone wants to see everything like immediately, but
Yeah.
been saying.
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was saying 2022. I was just kind of, but
Bro. Like,
it's fine.
Just the fact that they had Metroid Dread and they showed Zelda is just like, they're gonna show
Hi,
Metroid
everyone.
Dread in this
I'm
segment.
Doug Bowser
Looks
from
like.
Nintendo of America, and I'm here with Nate Bildorf, who leads our Treehouse team.
We're not getting Zelda
As you know,
Treehouse.
at Nintendo, we're all about creating experiences that deliver surprises and smiles. And I have to say, I found myself smiling through that entire presentation.
I cannot wait to go
thinking
back and
about how many
rewatch
unique
and
games
rewatch
we'll be
and
able to share with
rewatch and
everyone.
Look at
He's
in
wearing
the
my
weeks
Metroid.
and months
frame by
ahead.
frame every
Nate,
single
that last clip
bit
was
of that Zelda
incredible.
trailer.
So many questions. Where do we start? What did you think?
Oh, well, Doug, they had me at the first mysterious red tendril. You know what a massive Zelda fan I
His
am.
hand looks so
But
warped.
that's 2022, and I'm frankly just looking forward to seeing all the
Looked like
games
he
that are
had
in the
it
pipeline
almost like it was a
just over the next couple
prosthetic or
months
some
for
kind of
Nintendo
prosthetic
Switch.
over his arm.
We've got Mario Party Superstars,
Like-
WarioWare
like
Get
some
It
kinda,
Together,
like-
the expansion for Hyrule
Looked like
Warriors
his arm
Age of
got fucked
Calamity,
up.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD,
You noticed like
Mario
he
Golf
was all
Super
like
Rush,
wild looking.
Advanced
Yeah.
Wars
Like his
Plus
hair was
Reboot
really
Camp,
long.
Yeah.
and of course,
And
Metroid
he looked
Dread.
like really
I am just
unkempt.
not going to be getting
Like
any
it looked
work
like
done,
a
and you should
significant
know.
amount of time
Well,
went
that's
by
okay. I think I may be in the
between
same camp.
the first trailer
And Mario Golf Super
the
Rush
gameplay.
launches in just a few weeks on June the 25th.
Like it looks like some
By the
kind
way,
of time
Nate,
because his hair grew.
do you know why
long.
Luigi brings 2 pairs of pants to the golf course with him?
Doug, are we doing the
Or maybe
dad
just
joke
it's
thing
unkept.
again?
We are.
tell.
In case he gets a hole in one. But seriously, everyone, this game is just packed with content. You can play in standard golf mode, but then there's also speed golf, battle golf, the golf adventure mode.
I'm like
and the
looking at
option to
chat,
play with
listening to you,
buttons
Brandon, and
or
this at the
motion
same
controls.
time.
And
So,
you can play with up to
because
4
there's no
people
Pokemon during
locally
the
or online.
Direct, we're gonna
I'd
get a
say this
presents
one
later.
is definitely going to be
Like, a
taking
few
up
weeks
the
from now, I
majority
bet.
of my summer gaming time.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
Bill,
soon.
you and me both. And there's plenty more to come. And as for today, our E3 show is just getting started. Next up, we have
So literally
Nintendo
Metroid Dread
Treehouse
is like
live,
the
and we'll be
game.
kicking off our first segment with a very special guest,
The game
Yoshio
I care about the
Sakamoto,
most
who
is-
is the producer of Metroid Dread, and he's going to be sharing his insights on. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Metroid
but the
Dread
first
time.
new 2D Metroid game in nearly
Metroid
2
Dread time.
decades.
Here we go.
I'm not going to miss it, and I know you've been looking
It's
forward
coming.
to it as well.
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to this. And we do have our Treehouse team on deck for a
The
gameplay
dubious
deep dive
food
into
is coming,
Metroid
guys.
Dread, WarioWare Get It Together, and more games in a mix of both live and pre-recorded segments today. And I'd just like to say as we close how deeply grateful we are to everyone watching today. Thank you for sharing this time with us, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yep. Thanks again, everyone. We can't wait to hear what you think. And with that, I'll turn it over to Sakamoto-san
Oh, they're
and
just
the
going right
Treehouse
into
team.
it. No breaks.
They're just jumping right into it. More Metroid Dread time, baby. This is like the game for this year. Like this is the game.
Yeah.
Development history. Here we go. Dread is real.
2D メトロイドの完全新作メトロイドドレッドをやっと発表できました1986年のメトロイドから始まってメトロイド2スーパーメトロイドメトロイドフュージョンと続いてきたシリーズの19年ぶりの最新作そして最新エピソードになりますメトロイドシリーズはサムス・アランという女性バウンティーハンターの活躍を描いたゲームですタイトルのメトロイドっていうのは生物兵器として軍事利用できる浮遊生命体の名前でいろんなトラブルのきっかけになってきましたシリーズではそのメトロイドと主人公サムスとの奇妙な関係性を綴ってきましたが今回はそのストーリーの一区切りとなるエピソードですシリーズファンには一区切りって何やろうと想像しながらプレイしていただきたいですねストーリーは重要ですが決してファンのためだけのゲームではないです基本は 2D アクションゲームなので 銀が最強の戦士になりきって暴れてもらえれば誰でも楽しんでもらえるはずです。これが初めてのメトロイドという人でもゲームのプロローグを見てもらえればストーリーがわからないということにはならないです。むしろ今作が初メトロイドという人だからこその楽しみ方もあるんじゃないですかね。
2.5D
タイトルになっているドレッドの意味は恐怖です。無敵のサムス・アランを襲う絶望的な恐怖を表すタイトルです。行ったこともない惑星で一人で行動するサムスに忍び寄る圧倒的な存在。という今までとは一味違う要素が追加されたメトロイドです。実はメトロイドドレッドのアイデアは15年ほど前に思いついたんです。ただ当時の技術ではコンセプトをうまく表現できないなと思って、残念ながら諦めました。その後も再チャレンジのチャンスはあったんですが、イメージ通りのゲームにまとめられそうにないなと思ってまた諦めることになりました。正直この企画を諦めることになるかなと思ってたんですが、3DS のサムスリターンズを共同開発したマーキュリースティームエンターテインメントがすごく優秀なチームで、技術力は高いしセンスもいいし、なんといってもメトロイドというゲームの理解が半端なかったんですね。この最高のパートナーと組んだらメトロイドドレッドは必ず完成すると確信しました。そして15年前に思い描いた以上のメトロイドドレッドがこうやって完成しました。今回登場するエミーを一言で言うとめっちゃ恐ろしい敵ですね。実は銀河連邦所有の調査ロボットなんです。特定のゾーン内をうろついてサムスが立てる物音を感知して近づいてきます。視覚センサーで見られてしまうと捕まえるために高速で追いかけてきます。サムスの通常の武器は一切効きません。しかも捕まえるとこれは厳しいです。サムスはそんな恐怖と戦いながらミッションを遂行しなければならない。今回のサムスは一段と大変ですね。サムスにとってものすごく不利な状況なんですが、検知範囲内であっても音を立てなければエミーは気づきます。物陰に隠れて見られないようにもできます。そして対抗手段の代表格がサムスがエミーから見えなくなるファントムクロークという高額迷彩アビリティです。これの使い方がゲームの進行を大きく作用します。歯が立たない敵に見つからないように行動するエミーのゲームパートはメトロイド体系の強烈なスパイスになっていると思います。ここまで新要素を中心に話してきましたので、全体のゲームデザインが変わっちゃったんじゃないかなと思われたかもしれません。でもそこはご安心ください。従来通りのゲーム性に磨きをかけてアクションや探索要素の強化や工夫はバッチリです。サムスリターンズのアクションを洗練させてフリーゲームやメレーカウンターなどを扱いやすくしました。基本アクションとしてスライディングっていうのを追加するので、アクション面はかなりの振りですので、ゲーム体験もより快適になっています。当然メトロイドを遊んだことのない方もいらっしゃると思いますので、最後にメトロイドの探索要素について簡単に触れておきますね。メトロイドは探索型のアクションゲームです。パワーアップアビリティを取得するとサムスのアクションがどんどん増える。それらのアクションでサムスの行動範囲が広がっていくという仕組みです。これまでになかったパワーアップアビリティを当然追加しています。特定の壁や天井につかまって移動できるスパイダーマグネットなどはその一例です。他にもいろいろありますのでお楽しみに。いろいろなアビリティを使う自由度の高い探索は今まで以上だと思います。よりダイナミックになった快適なアクションによる自由な探索と自分が追われる身となって行動する恐怖という2種類の刺激が融合したメトロイドドレッドはシリーズ経験のあるなしにかかわらず楽しんでいただけます。新しいデザインのメトロイドをこの後の Nintendo Treehouse ライブで紹介します。ダン、よろしく。
I like that they did that because they needed to describe what Metroid is to a lot of people who haven't played it before.
Yeah.
computer robots. I don't know what you mean about the Smash Bros. I looked at it. There's a surprise waiting. I don't see what it is. I see Tekken.
Thanks, Sakamoto-san. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I am super excited about this next segment where we're going to delve into an early work-in-progress version of Metroid Dread, show some of Samus's new moves in action, and also, I think, get to a little bit of the way the game develops this suspense and tension that gives the game its title. So I'm joined by Audrey and Teresa from Nintendo Treehouse, and Teresa's going to take us into the depths of Planet ZDR.
This is nostalgic.
Yeah, alright, so let's take a deep dive into
We're watching
the very beginning of the
Metroid
game.
Dread, Brandon.
So we're going to backtrack
The
just a little bit
architecture
to
is
show
very different than what I
Samus's,
thought it would be.
free movement
It's
here.
very different than what I'm used to in like Super Metroid and stuff.
So like I just spent a little
It's much
few
more like-
missiles, so I'm going to
I like
use
that they
this
zoom in.
interactive here to replenish. But
Yeah, I like the
one of the
camera
things
angles
I
and
want to
things.
show here is free aim, which for those that have played Metroid Samus Returns, this has made a comeback. You can see a lot of the area around as you use it. Also has this little tracking system that when it's targeting an enemy, it'll make that
I like the way they've altered the light.
I want to take a moment to say that, as Nate and Sakamoto-san already mentioned, this is the first new 2D Metroid game in 19 years. That's almost 2 decades. I don't know if you did the
I think
math,
it's really
but
striking.
that's a lot of years. We've been waiting for this for a long
Take care,
time,
Solo.
so we're really excited to be finally showing this to everyone.
Here's another returning move from
Here we
Metroid
go.
Samus Returns, which is
That
the
they just-
melee counter.
It's 2D gameplay, but they do all these
Yeah.
3D
One of
viewpoints
my
for
favorite features.
adding a really nice
and then
flair.
a new one is, or the development of the melee counter.
It looks really
I'll
nice.
let that guy move a little bit
Looks
back.
really smooth. I wonder if it is 60 FPS.
back.
I'd have to check.
I hope so.
Later, but it looks
Melee
nice and
dash.
smooth. Like
I
it is.
really love that because it doesn't break momentum. I can
I'm so
immediately
excited.
do a counter
Also,
and
notice how this is
immediate
not a space
damage
station.
Really
to
nice.
an enemy.
Yeah, something this game does really well is
Say that again?
improve upon the improvements from Metroid Samus Returns.
not a
So
space
like you
station.
mentioned, we had free aim and the melee
It's a
counter in
kill.
that game. And here we have the running
seems like they
of
have
the game, which gives you even more
part of
freedom,
it
and
seems to
the
be some
dash
kind of
melee. So
solutions.
instead of having to stand still and wait for
Where the
enemies to
enemies
attack
or
you, you can
EM
just go get them, which
things are.
really has great movement to this game.
Yeah, I love that.
Same
like,
here,
Samus
Metroid
moves
Dread
so
is my
well,
holiday
and
game.
it's just all that freedom. It's just this is
hype.
probably the
So
smoothest
hype.
I've been able to control.
Metroid
Samus
deserves
in a
this.
really
And
long
finally,
time.
like,
Absolutely, and you've opened up
it's
the
like
map screen here, something
the coolest,
that Metroid
like, hardcore
fans
game
know
Nintendo has
to
coming.
love and adore.
For
I mean, you can place markers.
The
Look.
map system is just
Yeah,
as
you can
important
place
in
markers
this
and
game as
icons
ever,
and things.
and it really shows
That is something
you
I was really
the
hoping
classic
for in,
Metroid gameplay,
like, Prime
gameplay
4,
progression,
but it
which
makes
is
so
back
much
in
sense
full
for the
force in this
2D game as
game,
well.
where you look at your map, you identify areas that you haven't been to yet or aren't able to access yet. You try and find another way through, find a new ability, push your
There
way
was a
forward,
couple
fill in the
2022
map,
games. Mario,
lather, rinse, repeat.
Rabbids,
So
and Breath
that's
of the Wild
back and better than ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this area here is blinking white because there's a something here
Also,
that I haven't
Donkey Kong's
discovered
also a
yet.
2022 game,
so I can
probably,
use markers to
even though it
kind of
wasn't showing
pinpoint
off.
it, just in case I don't have an ability.
Indeed I
and
do.
I
I
have
have
to
to eat that
backtrack
dubious
here
food. I
once
look
I'm
forward
able
to it.
explore it.
Yeah, don't sleep on those markers. Those can be really important in this labyrinthine world.
The graphics are really impressive.
But this looks curious.
It is really a part of the charm of Metroid, though, having this renewed sense of purpose in your backtracking paired with pushing forward.
Yeah, another thing I want to pinpoint is the amount of work the dev team.
Yeah,
put
the
into
animation
Samus's
quality is
animations,
incredible.
Like, just her animation of
Everything
gripping the
flows
walls
so
when she can't
smooth.
move,
It's
or
not
like
just
holding onto
Samus,
the
but also
ledge.
the enemies as well.
So
There's so many
Yeah, you'll notice little
frames
touches
of animations.
everywhere. So keep
very,
an eye
very
out for
smooth.
them.
Just transition straight into cutscenes.
Oh, that
too.
cutscene, yeah.
They're all in engine
Sort of,
cutscenes.
first-person
so they're
perspectives.
pre-rendered.
Little moments like
For
this, when
cutscenes.
you're in helmet view for a moment, really add to the isolation and the tone of this game.
This is
Yeah,
again.
this
This is all teasing Prime 4. We talked about
Metroid
this.
Fusion, but you can see that her suit looks a little bit different than that. So that'll be a story element that people will find out what happened when they play the game. We don't want to spoil too much.
So these are the
That one was
Emi
vulnerable.
that Sakamoto-san was
Oh,
talking
it's not.
about, and
Oh, it is.
none of Samus's weapons seem to do anything against them. So
run.
Yep. Oh, that slide move is so cool.
She looks so cool when she's
Yeah.
fighting.
Yep, it is. Nope.
Leave.
Oh
Okay.
no, just
That's terrifying.
It follows.
Missiles
Oh, I love
don't either.
that there's
Oh my
actual
God.
shadows cast
so
when it
about
goes
this
into
being
the
called
the
Dread.
light from the background.
That would be why.
And you get the volumetric.
Oh yeah, that fan.
Oh my! Oh wow. Okay.
Very nice.
Did a little reach for me there.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have a claw,
That
so
was
it can't
new.
climb.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one's clearly not well, but it's still quite frightening.
Just love
Yeah.
the new armor design.
I'm glad that
for
Yeah, it's really
the
cool.
damage
It's very
can't
different.
completely reach to me,
Very
but we're gonna have
sleek.
to find a different way to tackle that enemy.
New.
You know,
But
this
not
thing
afraid to
is
show off the
a,
game,
central unit
like,
which
the
controls
actual, like, 3D
I mean,
various
it's
areas
coming
of
out
the planet.
like
It's sort of
October.
a
Mhm.
So
biomechanical
it's almost-
computer kind of
almost
a
done.
homage to
But the lighting
maybe similar units
looks
in
so
previous
good.
Metroid
Oh.
games. And
She
The
got
lighting
from
is
this
one,
unit,
I think the most
Samus can
impressive
power
part
up,
to me.
get a temporary power up for her arm
Omega
cannon, turn
cannon.
it into the Omega cannon.
Yeah, so in typical 2D Metroid fashion, we've always seen the camera like panned around here, and
Seems like they're
now
using
with
some sort of
the
film grain.
Omega cannon ability,
Hold on,
there's
someone's
this
calling me.
dynamic camera that you get to see over Samus's shoulder, which is so cool.
Yeah, little additions like that really flesh out the classic 2D gameplay without it feeling
Even
like
got
it
screen
strays too
space
far from
reflection
what we
on the
loved
floor.
about it.
Mm-hmm. Just makes it seem really powerful.
Right. Let's
keep
see if
reaching
this
for water,
works
but you're
against
having a
our
glass of water here.
Emmy friend here.
Takes a little while to charge up, so
Hold
It
on,
does.
someone's
Oh,
calling me, like repeatedly.
Okay.
Give me a second.
we did it.
Oh, I wanted to make sure I had it line
Yep.
of sight.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's your one shot at it.
Yeah, so it's so powerful that in order to take that Emmy down, we lose the ability of the Omega cannon, and it goes back to a regular arm cannon.
It was worth it though. We can breathe
Mhm.
easy now
It was.
for a moment. I also want to point out while you're scrolling your way through all of these different halls that there are so many different ways to play this game.
Oh,
Teresa is
sorry, they kept-
amazing
work
with the
kept calling
missile.
me.
She's the queen of the missiles, but you can also just
That room looks
shoot
awesome.
your regular arm cannon.
I love
you can
the
try and
reflections of the
avoid
floor, just the
enemies
lighting,
altogether, try and hit
shadow
them
work
all.
that they're doing.
Really, it's up to you
Ooh, the
what
water
kind of
rippling
Samus you want to be.
Ooh, the water, yeah.
And as
Hey,
Audrey
Game Bird
pointed
Classic,
out
what's
to
up?
you earlier, that
Like I knew this
you
game would
could
look
use
really
free
nice
aim
graphically
to
'cause
do
even
more
like how
line of
Samus
sight
Return looks
shooting,
even
but
on
you
like
could
the
also
3DS.
just
God,
free aim
that
shoot
looks
while you're
impressive.
moving as well.
Like, this is just stunning.
It's good because you need to shoot a
looks
lot of
really
different
good.
things in this game.
So many different
Yeah.
things. I want to see a pixelated door.
And it is really
And now
impressive
I'm
just
going
how
to
much
Dread.
they're switching straight from
Yeah, this is a
gameplay
new
into this like
entryway.
3D.
Yeah, it's
cutscene.
consistent. It's not
Yeah,
like
these are
every.
the
It's not like
entries to
once
the
in a while. It's
various
like
zones
a
that the
fluid,
enemy are
consistent
patrolling.
change. Now this is probably the beginning of the
And,
game,
once
or
you're
early on.
in there, you need to
Still.
be on the lookout.
So it might be
for
spaced
those.
out
imagine
more
it'll
later.
be, yeah, but I imagine it'll be pretty
Yeah,
consistent.
you
I
can
love
hear
that
in the
fog
background
effect.
the
dripping
Game
down.
Bird
music is
Classic.
so
You were right about the Sky and Breath of the Wild
atmospheric.
2.
It
I was
really
right about the
draws
Sky
your
Exploration
attention
Breath of the Wild 2, but I was
It is
wrong about the release date.
very-
So 50-50.
I am.
But it was also
really
kind
on
of.
edge 'cause
We
it's
kind of knew.
Really eerie.
You'll be able to climb on those blue
Can't
walls.
seem to
once you
climb
get-
these
I
yet.
saw that in the trailer.
Yeah, just the detail in the backgrounds of things is great. Yeah, and there he is.
There you go.
There it is.
Now, especially during moments like this, you can really appreciate how cool it is to have an HD
Now that I
2D
mentioned it's the
Metroid
first
game.
HD Metroid. That's nice.
This is the first HD Metroid game, guys.
We tried that
Yeah.
already. Sam.
It's the best looking
Hey, it was
Metroid
worth a
ever
shot.
released so
And this
far.
Try again. Maybe we'll work on this one.
Now run!
So luckily, this Emmy can't go through tight spaces. So I have an advantage here.
Somehow Emmy doesn't seem
Oh,
It's so
worried.
terrifying.
oh, okay.
Oh, it's
I love the
fast.
You're following
animation
me.
of the enemies. They're so smooth.
Okay, you
and
gotta
they're just like.
You gotta get away from that. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, when they go into this patrol mode and turn red, the door locks until they sort of lose track of you.
It's still trying to get at her.
Oh, yeah, it's still looking around, but.
Ooh.
Find another way to get to me.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's my heart throbbing through my hands or
This is cool. Like
the
they're doing
controller,
this
but
Metroid game is going to make you feel a lot more scared than previous Metroid games. This is a beautiful environment. Look at this, Brandon.
He makes it seem like he's calm, cool, collected.
Is that
and
wildlife
badass.
in the
I like
background?
to pretend that she's actually as nervous
And look,
as I am when I play
like
it, but I don't think it's true.
Do want to point out, like, also the backgrounds, like the
Definitely
amount of
something
detail
hiding
that the development team has put into, like, not just the enemies in the forefront, but also in the background. I don't know if you guys can tell
It is
the
impressive.
shimmering.
This is what I was
thing in
trying
there.
to. I was
And
thinking
moving.
about it.
there's
in one of the
something-
podcasts. I was like,
Doesn't
this
bode
game.
well.
Yeah.
Like, when they
You
show
saw
up the next game
Probably.
Metroid, it's I did.
Note that for
It's
the
gonna be
future.
really impressive
Yeah,
graphically.
some of those
It's like,
details
I mean,
kind
I
of
was,
tell the story as
I was
effectively
saying
as, you know, a
that they can do
voiceover
all
or
kinds of
anything.
stuff with like the
If you wanna be a bounty
backgrounds
hunter, you
and
have
the
to pay
lighting.
Yeah.
attention to details.
And they are just like it's every bit
And
as
watch
good
out
as I
for
hoped,
the
and probably
enemies.
a little bit better looking than honestly I thought.
This is more, but I love the
is-
detail of like the rib
This is
cage
it.
in the background. You just know something went down
I've actually
there.
been at 720
So,
because the stream was really choppy earlier. Let's see if it's
the
better
thing about
now.
Metroid enemies too is that some of them have patterns and you can counter them, and others
It might not make that
don't,
much of a
like
difference
this
for people
one.
watching the
So
stream
I'm just
because
gonna
this footage is a little smaller.
move him out of the way.
Ooh,
so I
look at this
can
room.
use it. And this
Yeah, when
room
they
is
show
a
up the dark
communication
rooms
room
with the
with
ref-
Adam,
with the
who happens
reflections
to
on the ground
be
and stuff.
Samus's.
They've done a great job with the
ship's
lighting
PC or
and
computer.
coloring.
We're going
yeah.
to
This game
skip
looks
this
insane,
part here just because we don't want to
Spoilers.
spoil any of the lore. But Dan, if you could summarize. for us
Metroid Dread is
Yeah,
real.
so as Samus is
That's
exploring,
the
she
craziest part is
uploads
that it's
data
actually,
to
they
Adam,
actually did
which is AI,
Metroid Dread.
and
Yeah.
Finally,
kind of
That's
gives
insane.
little analysis. Just really hints though, not necessarily telling you where to go or anything like that. It's still up to you to kind of explore. But there's some interesting lore in there, and you know, some little.
Rob
hints
is so
that you
happy to the
can,
point he's struggling to
potentially
breathe,
use.
Kieran.
And in that
Hope
one,
he breathes.
Adam was basically summarizing the Emmy and kind of the limits that they have of patrolling a zone, and also how dangerous they are, which we've kind of seen, but hopefully we won't see too much firsthand here.
Also, you can see T
Is
doing
Skyward
a
Sword
great
gonna get
job of
treehouse
just
footage?
shooting at the environment, looking for secrets, looking for a
Are they
way
not gonna
forward,
grapple?
because it's not always going
I
to
don't
be
know.
obvious.
Do
You really have
you
to.
notice how
It's like
they
a
led with
puzzle. It's not
Metroid
just
Dread for the
action,
treehouse?
it's
Like,
not
I think they know that
exploration.
this is the
There's
game.
also a lot of puzzle elements here, trying to
To
find
sort of like
a way
hype up.
forward.
Yeah, and it's really cool too how Metroid
I'm sure they
Dread
know.
does
Yeah.
this really sweet balance of, you know, the moments where you're allowed to have like some quiet to solve the puzzles, and then it's interspersed with this really heavy, intense action.
Yeah.
So here's the
Brandon, is this
Nope.
the like quintessential modern
that
day
was,
Metroidvania?
the Emmy, as Dan had mentioned, they have
I think it will be.
Because it
three
has a lot of
modes.
competition
One
now.
is
There's a lot of
the
indies that make really good
surveillance,
stuff.
the other
There are a lot of
there's,
really good indie Metroidvanias.
which is marked with blue. They're just scanning
Oh, it's getting choppy. I'm lowering the resolution.
in the area.
No, not.
But
Are you
it's so,
kidding me? Hell no.
Fuck.
it's so
Bad
intense.
one.
I'm like
Yeah, this is
playing a
mode.
game of chase with
Keep running.
with it. Oh god. And then when it has Samus on
That slide,
eyesight,
though.
it turns red, which is the
You are dead.
chase
Oh.
mode.
Yeah. So yellow is it's heard,
Nolan
heard a
Hansen.
noise
Do you
or
think they'll announce
sense
Switch
the
Pro during the
vibration.
treehouse? No.
it's going
Do not expect that.
investigate that.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
I'm not even sure they're going to announce
No?
it in June. They're going to probably wait a little bit later.
No.
At this point, it may not even come out this year.
So the Emmy are pretty relentless and ruthless. It is sort of like a permadeath, which is very unusual for enemies with
I do like that
in
they
the
don't
Metroid
have
series.
you
But
spawn
luckily,
only
it's
at
not
safe
very.
points.
It's the game's pretty forgiving. It allows you to
I hate
respawn at an
backtracking.
area
Yeah,
that
I don't know
you
how this
were in
impacts
recently. So
Switch Pro,
we're
actually.
able to just go back and counter that
Like maybe they could
Again.
showcase this
I'm
game.
saying like
Pro is new to the
I feel like
series,
the Switch
but
Pro is not going to come out
it's
this
really
year.
great because
They
it
don't really
offers
have
a
any.
chance for you to
Yeah,
have
Other
that
than
challenging
this, I don't
difficulty
have
that I
any
think Metroid
really
can
showcase
expect,
titles
but
coming out.
without being quite so
like,
punishing
third-party
with the
ones.
respawn.
Yeah,
and
that's
Also,
a tough
they
thing.
didn't have
to play the
Bayonetta
whole
3
game to get back to where you are. So it's
No,
really
Bayonetta was not
never
mentioned.
coming out.
balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when the Emmy are in patrol mode, which is that
Again, I think this comes back to how people were talking about
right
how the
now, it's
pandemic
in pursuit
impacted
of
things
me.
a lot.
They're
Right, so, like,
scanning
no Bayonetta
areas where
3,
they
Breath of the Wild
lack
2 is, like,
sense
2022.
movement, and so
yeah,
they'll go and
there's a lot
investigate
there.
it, and then if they see something in eyesight, then they'll.
Did
go
she
chase
just
it.
curse on a Nintendo stream?
What did she say?
She said, "Damn."
This is such a
Oh,
small but really
big
neat
deal.
touch. The way that Samus moves
Just
slower in the
surprising.
water.
Yeah, and the audio change too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the save rooms
absolutely
look
love that
incredible.
detail.
Yeah.
I mean, like every part of this
Oh,
thing
is
looks
there always
incredible. But
one
Yeah, everything here is good.
That one straggler there.
I love how the lighting and
I don't need
shadowing
to
plays
save.
off of.
I'm
her
feeling
suit.
brave.
Oh, nice dash melee.
Yeah, so they're not even really hard marking 35th anniversary. It's very.
Oh, yeah.
At this point,
Yeah,
they've
that
done
really
more for
shows
Metroid
how
than
you,
done for
you
Zelda.
don't have to stop to fight these
In terms of, like,
enemies.
just
If you really
honoring the
master
legacy?
that dash melee, you can just kind
Yeah.
of run and gun.
And they didn't announce really anything to make up for the lack of Zelda this year, other than the little pocket thing. But that's not.
Yeah.
Like there's
The
no
water
Twilight
puzzle.
Princess and Wind Waker
Really
HD.
love the animation of the water flowing from one
Right.
area to the next. Such a cool detail.
Kazoo, hello.
Now that the water levels changed, you have access.
Metroid
to
Dread
other
is
areas.
real.
And here
Oh, those
is
beautiful save rooms.
a map room.
Map,
Oh, map.
actually.
So, interacting with these room will
Super cool.
grant me more visibility to the
it's-
area that I'm currently in.
That's so cool looking.
Yeah.
I love how they
So we
they
sort
went
of lightly touched
beyond
on
to make it look like an actual like
the narrative of
3D
this game, which
environment,
occurs
yeah.
more so
in the
than
events
even
post
Samus
Metroid
Returns.
Fusion.
Yeah, they
Like,
really
it
So
really
that's
did.
tells you
why
the whole
Samus's
3D environment,
look,
even though you're navigating 2D, it
looks
feels like there's a
different.
whole 3D
But
world there.
Also to
Right.
point out, back to Audrey's point about, the game is about exploration and action, and so this area map upgrade allowed me to see more about the map, but you can see that there's still a
Kazoo,
lot
I
of
modded you
obscurity
last
here.
stream.
And so you need to explore in
Yeah,
order to
Karen Buku.
uncover
There are some things
more
to
of the
pick.
area.
Mario Party and
also,
Metroid
any secrets
are definitely
involved,
like my
It's
go-tos.
also worth noting that
there's still
this
Pokemon.
series and this game is full of really juicy lore. So whether you're a new or returning
Advance
Metroid
Wars,
fan,
actually.
if you've never played a Metroid game before, it really gets you up
Yeah.
to speed with anything you need to know to enjoy the story. And if you are a longtime Metroid fan, you have a lot to look forward to. As Sakamoto-san said, this concludes the story arc between Samus and the Metroids. So we've been waiting a long time for this. and
Oh,
it
you
delivers.
did note that earlier. So this is gonna be
It's
the
that little
last
enemy
story.
that Teresa just.
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
up.
This is
It's kinda like
finishing
an
the
item
story
pinata,
arc,
gives
which
you
he says
a lot of
people are gonna wonder
whistles.
what that means.
What-
so
Yeah,
I'll have to
defeating
find out.
enemies
Yeah, concluding the
is
story arc is a good
definitely
point.
a boon because
It doesn't mean last
it grants
Metroid
you
game, it just means the last
replenishment for,
of this
for
current
energy
story.
and also
Where because Fusion did
missiles,
have
so
cliffhangers.
definitely want to defeat enemies.
So this
for
game will
that.
have no cliffhangers.
I just didn't
presumably.
expect the Emmy to be right on top of me when I destroy the Autols.
That little beeping sound, just I hear it in my nightmares now.
They always come up with.
Oh, he's
They're always
it's
following.
persistent.
Very
I
inconvenient.
Another little interesting detail about this game is normally in Metroid games you
does
start at
seem
the
they don't
surface of
follow
the planet
through
and you work
those
your way deeper. But
types
in
of
this
doors
game
with,
you
like,
actually
the
start deep within the
floating
planet
cubes,
and try and work
the
your way to
weird
the
floating
surface.
cube
And
doors.
so that
They don't seem to
that
fall
yearning
for
towards
those.
ascension really adds to the tone of this game as well. Oh, that was a
That
sick
was really
slide.
Oh, I think so.
Here's a throwback, so I'll have to
I also love that you don't have to necessarily wait for an enemy to attack in order to counter in this game. If you keep an eye out, you can actually sometimes counter before they start their attack.
Here's a throwback. So I have to use a missile in order to destroy that cover, and then I'm able to access that door.
Just one missile though.
Wow.
That's good.
Stun him.
Oh, of course.
One thing that people for sure can't complain about is not knowing about what we're getting in 2022.
If you use that on an enemy, you will get
year's opening up with an open world Pokemon game. There's Splatoon 3, Mario Rabbids, Breath of the Wild 2,
Charge Beam. So very
Triangle
iconic
Strategy
to the Metroid series.
2022 is going to be a
Samus,
hell of a
starts
year.
off without any abilities and
Also,
slowly.
I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is even coming out in March.
Oh,
So I
dude,
think
look at this.
I'm pretty sure everyone is
Stronger
wrong
builds, but also
about when
be
Breath of the
able
Wild
to
2 is coming.
uncover
Like this is like
or
looking like a holiday
explore new
2022
areas
game.
that you weren't able to.
God,
before.
that room looked
Yeah,
insane.
and suit upgrades are another classic
Did I?
part of
Are you?
Metroid gameplay.
Oh yeah, you're
It's
like
alive and well in
8
this
seconds
game.
ahead of me.
I also love you can see,
Oh,
if
I'm
you
not
keep an
live
eye
right
on the
now.
background and stuff. There are all kind of cool statues and
Only
architecture
when you change
that
resolutions.
really
Yeah.
piques your curiosity about the lore.
Oh, you can
as
just see
well.
the wildlife like running around the background.
I don't know when I should. Okay, I'll go live now.
Always a
There we
plus
go.
for me.
Mhm.
Need that.
Yeah, but this is. Like, do you agree that Breath of the Wild 2 is not even looking like a? It's not a fiscal year thing. This is. I think literally everyone was wrong about. When I say literally everyone, I mean like insiders and rumor
you really
people.
get to know these
Like,
abilities.
no one
and,
was right. Like it's not
become
coming out this
adept at
fiscal
them,
year at all.
You start to
This
feel
is a
like
holiday
Samus.
2022.
At first,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, 'cause they
maybe
didn't
not quite
say,
there,
like,
but once you get the hang of
early
it, you
2022 or
really
anything.
start to
It's
feel
just
like a badass
2022.
bounty hunter.
And they really didn't show like a ton
Yeah, it's
of
just
like
smooth.
in-depth
It's like
stuff.
he's
Like they showed a bunch,
parkouring
but they
through
didn't
this.
like really go in depth of what we were seeing. Like they didn't really talk about what we were seeing. They just showed us a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah. Kieran, there will be a Metroid video. Absolutely this week, for sure.
There's more
I don't know
than
exactly what I'm gonna do, but
we're not
it's
gonna
coming.
look at architecture. We're gonna shoot
I mean,
things.
And explore.
Well, when Samus walks through the water, she's
So now
like
we can't go through
pushing
this area
forward
because
all
of the water,
the
so we're not able to
dragon stuff.
slide. But we are able to access this door
It's
that
like
we
leaning
went to
forward a bit. The
before.
animation is really nice.
Ah, and here's another Emmy door.
Finesseful J.
But in order
Legends
to
Arceus
not
already has a release date
spoil
for
any
January
more
28th,
surprises
so
here,
it's not
we're
coming
gonna
out
leave
this
this
year.
as a cliffhanger and end our segment here.
All right. Well,
That was
that's
a lot
all
of good
we've got,
footage.
on Metroid Dread for now. Thanks, Teresa and Audrey. Next up, we've got some Mario Party Superstars.
Okay.
To show you. So stay tuned.
Mario Party Superstars. Here we go. Damn! Look at that! Look at that banner. You there, Brandon?
Oh, yeah. What banner?
Oh, they showed like Samus in the background.
Oh, I didn't notice that part.
I'll call him Perkins Taylor. So for 2022 for Switch Pro, seems like software is clearly there for next year, not this year. That might be a good bet. Yeah, I mean, we're getting Metroid Dread this year. This is clearly, yeah, like next year is going to be the big stuff. But I just, in terms of release time for Breath of the Wild 2, no one really had a good idea because it's not even, it does not look like a March 2022 game like a lot of people are thinking. This is coming out later, a lot later. Because I feel like they would have, if Breath of the Wild 2 was coming out in March, they would have done Treehouse.
Yeah, they would have shown off the game fully. It would have been like E3 2016. Obviously, not as much focus because it wasn't like wouldn't be the only game, but it would have gone that kind of blowout trailer where they would have actually talked about what we were seeing, gone over the name. They probably would have gone an actual like release window instead of just 2022.
Yeah. So, I mean, they could
Definitely
still
feels like
conceivably release the revision this year. But it's one of those things where...
I feel like it'd be better to release it next year anyways with all the shortages and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if, like, for example, the reason why we didn't get the Switch Pro announced before E3 is because maybe they had to pull Breath of the Wild 2 or something, or I don't know. We'll see. But We're not. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Kay, and I'm here with Rob, Riona, and Brandon, and we are going to show you some gameplay from Mario Party Superstars.
Thank you, Collins.
Superstar
Collins said,
it's,
also love the
made
content.
up
You
of
become my favorite Nintendo content guy with Nintendo Prime. Thank you.
Series. Everything is on buttons and sticks, so you can play with a Pro Controller, with a Switch Lite, whatever you need.
Abomination, yes, I have to eat dubious food. That's coming. It might happen this week.
If you remember the N64 board,
might have to wait a little bit later because I have to
Peach's
prepare
birthday
it.
It looked like this. And I think you'll see that the new board looks a little bit
they
tastier.
actually show pictures of the old board.
It's a little
cool.
Nice.
Yes. Powdered sugar, it's in such high fidelity.
I've never seen such detailed powdered
This game
sugar.
does look really good.
If you haven't played the series before, Mario Party is a board game series. You run around the board trying to collect stars. You play mini games to earn coins, and the coins can be traded for the stars.
They're explaining Mario Party
That's the
right
basic
now.
idea. You'll see as we go. And of course, there's hijinks that ensue on different spaces that you'll see us demonstrate. Oh, I said yes.
Another chance.
It's not actually my first time playing this board.
So, do you think there's a chance
sure, we'll take a little
that
tour.
they announce
So over here we have
amiibo
the scary Bowser
functionality
pudding.
For Breath of the Wild 2?
We're just going to leave it there.
We're just going to leave
I don't think they're going to do it
Bowser
now
pudding
because they're not going to show it
hanging for a
off.
drama.
But given that,
I don't think Skyward Sword is
And
going
as
to be
Toad
in the
just told
Treehouse.
us, yeah, the Goomba decides.
They didn't confirm that, did
helps us
they?
decide which part we
think
take.
so.
All right, so
I didn't see it pop up.
go ahead and tell
I
everybody
remember.
guys,
who we all
did
are
they
playing.
confirm Skyward Sword for Treehouse? Yes or no?
I'm Peach.
Because if it didn't say on screen going to be shown in the Treehouse, then it won't be. I assume.
Luigi.
Because they did that for every game. It's going to be there.
All right, so we all get some coins to start with.
There's a couple of different
start
smaller
getting
things
going
I'm
on this
really
board.
hoping for
It
with this.
starts
Is
nice
that I
and
hope,
It does.
if
Yeah,
not
so
that
doesn't
the
last
standard
very
is 20
long.
points for a star,
And we're all
then
friends
at
right
least
now, you'll
be able to
Yeah.
set the coin
now.
limit for stars.
This
Because I
board is
didn't
unusual
like how
because the star is always in the same
Super
place.
Mario
You have to
Party
get basically to the center
there's
of the
only
cake.
10 coins.
On other boards, the star moves around each time someone collects it.
So the strategy is going to be different
I
depending
do
on
like how
who you're
this
playing.
the boards they're pulling from like older boards, so they're a lot
My dice
more
here.
of a classic
Oh,
Mario
come
Party
on.
feeling.
This is a great start.
Oh,
So I feel like the
well,
boards
he's got
in
this
Super
advantage
Mario Party
going.
were just
Oh, that's
okay.
true.
So, like I said, hijinks ensue on some of the spaces. This one is
Yeah, I'm
one of
excited
those
for
event
this.
spaces where you can choose to plant a strawberry. but
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's gonna be a
I
special
really
shirt for
hope-
Metroid Dread.
Oh,
I just looked on Twitter.
Very special
Wait, what?
strawberry.
Check out the Metroid Dread special edition, also releasing on October 8th, which
Oh,
includes the
especially-
game, a steel
And
game
if
case,
any of
art
the rest of
book,
us
art
land on
cards
that- on
covering
one of
all,
those spaces
and
in
this
front of the
amiibo
front line,
coming.
We'll steal coins on Brandon's behalf.
Yeah, please feel free if you guys
no
want
3
to.
or 4. No 3 or 4. Oh, God.
Did you say 3 or 4?
No,
Wow.
I guess I did.
I'm probably getting that.
I'm just doing this, for you guys at home to see what happens.
Educational value.
Oh, man.
I cannot
Yeah,
wait to
already
go
starting
back
off
and
not fair.
Brandon,
And
we need to
if
see
you
the
look-
cover
Oh,
art
no.
for Metroid Dread. I just
You're ready for bird
retweeted it.
domination.
Look at
Okay.
the
refresh.
case for it.
You're off the restart, you guys.
I did not land on the piranha plant.
That's true.
You did. You landed on the blue space, so that's
I'm not
good.
seeing your tweet. Hold on, I gotta
Luigi.
find
I could
something.
probably
else.
share it to you on the
Oh,
stream
look
real
at
quick.
that. That is a
Luigi, strong out of the
superstar
gates.
roll.
Hold on.
Check that out.
Oh,
lucky
lucky.
Yeah.
Look at that
Good
Metroid
grief.
Dread
I think
case.
Riona's
Oh my gosh.
I know. Luigi.
It's not showing up for me on your
I just
Twitter
can't
either.
help it, I'm
Hold
trying
on,
to
let me
remember.
actually pull up your screen
Well,
so
you're
I
in
can see
good
what you're
shape now because you have enough
showing
points
right
to
now.
trade for a
'Cause I'm not
star.
actually
Wrong
pulled
one.
up.
Sorry.
Woohoo.
Wrong.
For now.
Wrong
God, I
setup.
just keep seeing the
we'll see which,
thumbnail for sequel of Breath of the Wild
messy-
trailer. I'm
boy.
just like,
Oh,
my
no.
God, so good.
Oh, grief.
Yeah.
Great
Where
strategy
is-
for this
Gotta break
game
that down soon.
where I say everything out loud.
You're showing it on stream, you said right now?
I did it for a little bit.
So you'll notice that the first thing it shows you is a quick
I was gonna pull up the
explanation
screen.
screen
I
where
can
everyone can actually play the game
at
a little
you,
bit,
if that makes
but
it-
it doesn't
makes
count
it feel
yet.
better.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
sort of figure
at
out how the
me,
controls
because I
work and
can't
everything.
find this.
And then once everyone is ready, you can hit plus or minus.
It's not
to,
showing up.
Say,
You
yes, let's
retweeted
start.
it, but it's not showing up in your
So,
tweet
yes, let's
on
start.
your
Yes,
page for some reason.
Let's
It's not
start.
showing
Such a
full
helpful
feed either.
Okay.
The point of
Oh,
the
I
game is
haven't
to remember
retweeted
where
it
each
yet.
item goes.
Brown tie.
Oh.
Camera.
Don't talk.
Shy guy.
Stop talking.
No, Mario, Luigi, egg, Wario.
Oh my god, I forgot
I
everything.
got
I'll
everything
quote tweet
on.
it too.
Yeah, cool. go.
No.
Okay, and I'll get him.
Okay, my strategy is to copy K.
Yeah, don't copy me. That's helpful because then there's the curtain feature. So
I think they confirmed that you can actually use a Pro Controller for this game, whereas in Super Mario Party you could only use sideways Joy-Con.
My strategy was just try to pay attention to the lower shelf only. I don't think I can.
Just being able to use a Pro Controller is a huge upgrade. I really do hope that this game has online play day one. I assume it will. Like, you don't add online play to Super Mario Party and then just be like, well, the new game doesn't have it. Like, come on.
Oh, as a quick reminder, this game is still
in
development.
Hell yeah, that
you'll
looks
see
epic.
Whoops.
I think Nintendo's Direct was solid.
Yeah.
What happened, Brandon?
Dude, I love that steel case. Steelbooks are my favorite
double-wrecked yourself?
special edition feature.
Oh, it's going well so far.
Out of everything, just having a really nice
I got the whole lower
steelbook.
shelf right.
Oh no.
It's awesome.
My strategy failed me.
Then you got art cards for each of the 2D games, and you got an art book too.
And you put the bananas away.
How much? Does it say how much it is?
I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I haven't looked at that.
Sure, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have a website up for it, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, look how sad
Probably
Birdo
not
is.
yet.
I might have to express my feelings. Oh, wrong one. I expressed the wrong feeling.
I guess I don't have to record Treehouse footage that's being streamed.
So it's a new feature in this game is you can put your stamps up there if you're playing online with someone and you want to express yourself.
Yeah.
There's a,
I'm not sure I agree. Yemen said, don't want to be a downer, but trust me, as a Zelda fan for 20 years, the Zelda franchise is nearly dead, my dudes. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I've been a Zelda fan I've been a Zelda fan since 1996, because that was my first Zelda. No, 1998 with Ocarina of Time. That was my first Zelda game.
Same, but not that year.
That's pretty
cool. Or like early 2000s for me.
So items help on
So 20. I've been a Zelda fan for 20 plus years. But there's no way you can say that Metroid, the Zelda series, is dead, because Breath of the Wild sold 23 plus million. Age of Calamity is the best-selling Musou game of all time. That came out last October or November.
I mean, the sequel to Breath of the Wild is like the most hyped game in the gaming industry right now.
It's strawberry.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're talking about.
Breath of the Wild's trending on Twitter. Like, it's no, it's not dead.
Ooh.
Probably more delicious during the first round before everybody's walked all over the cake.
They do have a website up for Metroid Dread already, by the way.
Oh, they have a website for Metroid Dread?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stick to the path, everyone.
Don't get lost.
Kind of broken on mobile though.
All right, it's on now.
Oh, you can't pre-order the special edition yet. I can't find a price.
When you say website, you mean just Nintendo?
I like these.
No, they have an official website for it. You can go. You can find it easily through the Nintendo website, like
So I know what I'm doing.
like the generic game
I
previews.
Oh, it's for the game's official site.
So useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll...
It's completely like a lot of the stuff is broken on mobile.
Oh god.
But it should work on the
Let me show you guys.
I want coins.
Give me that bag.
It's animated.
I'm flat.
Depth perception's all off.
Escape a deadly.
You can only pre-order the digital first.
Stuns you for a second, so it's
Can't
really
pre-order
bad.
the physical edition.
I like that. Don't do that.
No. Oh no. No.
I forfeit.
Special edition. The amiibo. Oh, I'm just gonna buy the heck out of everything here.
Yes.
At least the amiibos. That's a fact.
Now you see how I sharked you? I walked off the stage immediately during the practice.
It's a weird looking creature.
That's special edition.
Well,
How did you do that?
But the amiibos
Put
for
some
sure
money on the
too.
next minigame.
No thanks.
Okay, so the retail. So there's two different box arts. There's the retail edition, but I really want that case with the light.
Okay. Here we go.
Looks really
This is
good.
the one. It was not the
I'll go back to the Mario Party stuff now.
It was called shot. Nicely done.
It's Mario Party, you know.
All right, I'll take it.
These are great. You never know what you're gonna find.
You can even get a star out of those. Yeah.
There's lots of fun.
You know Mario
surprises
Party,
like
you know
this
what's going on.
every game.
It's really difficult.
Metroid Dread is real.
You know,
Everything
predict
is
the winner of
fine.
This game. part of what makes.
I mean, I don't even really feel bad about our predictions, right? Because like, so yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 is next year, but literally no one was right about the release date. It's like not even March 2022, so everyone was wrong there. But we talked about how there's gonna be a lot of like open air sky travel. That's a big part of the game. In fact, they showcased that more than the underground stuff, as most people were talking about.
Show off.
Sky travel, which is what we talked about. It's a big deal. Metroid Dread, it's real. It's Metroid 5. We talked about it not being a fusion remake or like an actual Metroid 5. That's what we talked about channel for months.
I know, it's Brandon
years.
We have to watch out for. Look how many
side-scrolling game made by Mercury Steam, all confirmed, and there's a lot of interplay with the camera perspectives, as we discussed beforehand, right, Brandon?
That's 20 coins per star. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just really excited.
Oh yeah.
It's actually 20 coins per star.
Shoot up
Anyways,
into first place.
But like
that last bit?
No, just like the whole Metroid thing. Like we were pretty spot on about Metroid. It would be Metroid 5, side-scrolling game, but with a lot of camera perspective changes, including a lot of first-person perspective stuff, which is kind of building up for Prime 4. And they did talk a lot about Metroid. They want to sort of reintroduce fans to the Metroid series because this is a lead up to Prime 4. And they did mention Prime 4. They said development's going well. So that was all correct.
I deserve that.
We did talk about Mario Party. It wasn't a big focus, but that it would be more digestible, and this is it. So, and this looks pretty good. Like, I'm probably gonna like it more than Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
Did not see Advance Wars coming at all.
Corner.
Donkey Kong has not been shown off yet.
Logo for Mario Party 3. That's how you know this.
Splatoon 3 was a no-show. Pokemon was a no-show. So all those pictures are wrong.
Splatoon 3 will likely be in the September.
I definitely just ran into that.
I mean, also this confirms that this Splatoon 3 is more of a summer release for next year, probably.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no!
Yeah.
Fear my geologic might.
It is weird how they showed it off so early.
Just keep.
I mean, maybe it is still coming out sooner, but
Okay, you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. You're so close.
Conceivably, it could still come out March, but probably not. Although we don't know what the fiscal year ending game is,
So close.
so
We made it.
That was
you know,
a
it's
struggle.
not out of the question.
That was a struggle.
You didn't
well
give up.
played.
I feel like they really just wanted to focus on 2021 stuff for almost because the only games they showed that were 2022 was Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel
and
Mario Rabbids, which wasn't even really their announcement, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Ubisoft had already made that.
There was no new content in that trailer, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
It was all rehashed.
They have now a single 2022 game except the sequel of Breath of the Wild.
I like that you took the bait.
Wasn't even really
star.
a new announcement because we already knew about the game.
And for those who don't know, the large.
Oh my
They
god.
really did just
Big
talk
strawberry.
2021
Take a
stuff.
star.
Almost
Whoever
exclusively.
Yeah, it was mostly 2021 stuff, right?
Yeah, that's a little
So it feels like there's
going
gonna
to
be, you know, the big September Direct where later in the year where they go over 2022
we
stuff.
were also going to make sure we.
I see.
They really
they
talked about it less than they ever have.
We might just have to leave this.
DJ Zimmer saying Samus Hunter is a liar. I'll say that no Splatoon there, nothing like that. I don't know about a liar because everything they told about Mario Party is kind of like right. So I don't know. No one else has talked about like what Mario Party would be. This is kind of matching up. They also talked about how they would use Skyward Sword to sort of build up the legacy and leading into Breath of the Wild 2, which you look at how they talked about it's the beginning of its history. That was true as well. So like the marketing stuff, like there's seems to be some truth there. So I'm not sure I agree. But again, with Nintendo, even if you know what's going on in the background, you never know what they're gonna do. Like they pull plans and push things all the time.
Into the real.
I think the only thing they said about Splatoon 3 was that they might have been planning
a tournament
for the game. Yeah.
Which did not
But that could have
because
easily
this was
been a
getting
plan,
pretty
but they just
We're all
decided
playing the
not to
same
do it.
characters
They pulled it.
as we were before.
Yeah, because I mean,
and,
this
like Rob's
didn't.
up.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Probably
at
wasn't reasonable to get done.
You'll notice this ominous.
Like maybe they
tower
were
in the
hoping to
middle.
maybe do that,
it's not
but
looking good.
no.
I don't know if you remember this. board, but it's
Jamie,
also from
they
the
said
N64
Breath of the Wild 2
games.
2022 at the
There's
end of the trailer.
The scary countdown when you cross that space, and then when it counts to 0, hopefully we'll get to see.
No, yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 I do not think is coming out early 2022 as most people expected. It's coming out like later into 2022.
After the treehouse, we gotta look at
Alright.
that trailer
Fine,
and start
two.
dissecting
I got
it.
two.
Like,
Happy now? I got a two.
I'm gonna lose my mind
Yeah.
if I don't see that trailer again.
Yeah, I almost like want to stop watching Treehouse just to
I love this
analyze
board.
both
This is what I
Metroid
would
Dread and
consider a
Breath of the
superstar
Wild
board.
trailers.
I have a lot
I do
of
think
really
there's
fond
gonna be
memories of
some. I do
particularly
like
playing
Treehouse though,
on
so I
on
do
this
want to watch
board,
it, but at the
with
same
friends
time,
and
I'm like,
Right, and
I
this
just
is one
want
of
to
the
see
boards where the
Metroid
star
Dread,
moves
more
that
Zelda.
every time
Yeah.
someone gets
Well,
one,
we watched the
Let's
Metroid
just
Dread
shut
stuff and
really
Mario Party stuff a little bit.
random
Like,
and difficult.
the stream wouldn't be alive.
But there's also a lot of sort of tactical
Oh,
design
right,
to it.
WarioWare is coming.
The star moving means that
WarioWare is
the
a
speed traps,
pretty
which
big
hopefully
deal
we'll see
too.
in a
Like
minute
people
here.
really like that
Yeah,
series.
like
and
unlocking
we-
the
like
gateway
ever
now where
since
the
like
star
1-2
is and
Switch,
whatnot.
people were like,
Why
why wasn't that just a WarioWare game? Like, why did they do that instead?
32
And people have been
spaces
wanting a
to the
Wario game
star.
ever since then. So,
But Boo's
and we
on
don't know
here,
how
so
it's going to
I
use
will
like
go
HD
through the
Rumble
Yeah,
or
it's
if it's
a
going to use the
no.
IR sensor for
Yeah.
mini games or anything
use
like
the
that. We don't know yet.
I mean, Boo and I were
There's a lot of things about WarioWare that they could
You
do.
spent a lot of time.
But at the same time, they might not
dangerous
want to do
places.
some of those things, so we can use a
spent
Pro
lot of time
controller.
together, you
We don't know.
Bonded.
Isn't it
He'll do
interesting
me a
how
favor
like
now
the
and
marketing
then.
for Breath of the
One
Wild
of
2
the
right
things
now
I do
is
really
Return to
appreciate about
Hyrule
this
and the skies
that,
above
when
and the
you come to a
first
fork
look
in the
at
road or, like,
gameplay
no
for the
choice to
sequel
use
to
a
Legends
key
of
or
Breath of the
not.
Wild.
It
It's
tells you how
all
many
tying into
spaces to the
Skyward
star you need
Sword.
to
We've
directionally
talked
know
about
available.
this.
So here it's just 28 to the star.
Like
because
it's a
Brandon
big
just go
influence
star.
there.
But when you get here, you can check.
Nor look
check
at
all the different
Ganondorf,
routes and see which
like-
one's the.
It does now. It seems very likely that Zelda is
One.
I
not
also have
really.
one of
I
these
don't know
keys,
what's
so I'm
going on with
actually
Zelda.
use this to
Actually,
unlock this gate.
I actually
So we'll go here.
Paint Fat Purple asked, "What if Zelda's playable underground while Link is playable in the sky?"
Thank you. I love this.
It's an interesting
Zelda
idea.
Oh my
I don't think
gosh.
they'll do that because
Brandon?
unless you can switch at any time, I feel like
What
their
is this?
focus on like
Oh, this is chance.
being able to go
Chance
anywhere and
time.
do anything with no
Oh man,
hinges
this
is like
is such a blast
that was a
from the
big part of
past.
the
Yeah.
original, and maybe it
So
won't
the
be
two wheels on
as
the
much
side
that
say
way.
who-
But I
who
feel like they're
something's
still
gonna
going to
happen
continue
to
with
and
that.
from. And in the middle
Where
one says
like
what,
as
what
if
the
you
verb is
if
gonna
you
be,
have
what,
to
you know,
like
get 'em-
use separate
Coins,
characters to go to
change
different
stars,
areas, it's a lot more
stars,
limiting as to where you can go at any
Oh,
one
no.
time.
Yeah.
This is bad.
And it's
Birdo.
really,
difficult.
I feel like it goes
Not
against
Birdo.
Birdo,
Anybody
the
but Birdo.
just the initial
Anybody but Birdo.
Come on.
Yeah.
basic concept of
So
looking at.
basically, to save
I'm
Zelda.
trying to concentrate. If you
Bird domination.
And we were kind of wondering if maybe you wouldn't be able to get
That's
to
totally fine.
Hyrule
Yeah.
Castle right away from being your game, but it
So-
seems like you probably can.
What might be the case? You might start off in the sky.
Oh, this super
Like, what if you are in the castle as it's rising, and you get kicked out,
No, it's cold and lonely.
and
Oh,
Zelda's like somewhere underground, and the
Okay.
big part of the game is just trying to find
Here
Zelda.
it goes.
All right, 4 players.
The stakes are very
It
high
seemed like
this time.
maybe she didn't get
boy.
kidnapped.
Stakes
She's just
don't
kind
get
of like
higher.
stuck
Oh my
underground
goodness.
somewhere.
I
Yeah.
like the game.
This
Yeah.
is one of my favorite
It's an
games from
all-time
Mario
classic.
Party.
So
which
it's
it
we don't
says in the
remember.
top
I don't know.
corner.
It's kind of a mystery right now.
All right.
We
I
got
think
more
there's
questions
going to be a
than
lot of
answers.
stuff that we're going to be able to
Well, you know
analyze
the
and
strategy,
answer
right?
if you're more thinking
pick
to
the
we
same
watched the
color as
trailer.
my
Because
Yeah.
it really was
Yep.
like we were hyped, we were yelling, we were like freaking out, and I think there's a lot
Yes.
of little
So
stuff that we
basically, the
probably
objective
blew
of this
past.
game
Also,
is to
this
clean
mini
up and
game
hope
is
that you don't get blown
nerve-wracking.
Yep. I will
This
choose
mini game's
wow.
terrifying.
Now, I'm so
Color,
glad that we're getting a
color,
remake for this because like
I know.
a lot of
The
these
strategy
games
is
are
going
like
before you,
from
Rob.
like
It's pick pink.
like the favorite my friends like favorite Mario Party, like, so we're gonna be able to
Are
like
you
play this like
sure?
remastered.
They did a
controllers.
mini game
my head.
remake
Be
collection on the
sure.
3DS,
Sure
which
about
is
that,
kind of
Brandon.
similar to this, but this is actually incorporating it into
no.
ports
I
instead
think
of
everyone holds their
just being
breath.
like, here's a bunch of mini games you can play
really
that
do.
are remade.
I think it's
It's
an
gotta be
involuntary
great. Yeah.
reaction.
It's gotta be
And yeah, that was a really
no way
like
this
it was a
could go
cool
wrong.
concept. It was really disappointing when they had that 3DS game. So.
Yeah, that's what I want for. Yeah, we're gonna, this is
Like
what
this
I
is like
wanted.
perfect.
Yeah.
Bye.
And I cannot like
nice try.
understate how good Mario Party
Well,
looks these days.
Red
Like,
not
it
available
just the
anymore.
materials,
No,
the
I'm gonna
lighting,
stick with pink.
the the texturing, like everything about it looks so good. All of the models are very nicely.
It's a good looking game.
It just.
All right.
Oh no.
I thought Super Mario Party looked really impressive. I think this game
scary.
All right.
might even be a little
I'm
step
going yellow
up.
because I like yellow.
Solid choice.
But I do think people will like this game more because I think the boards themselves and a lot of the mini games didn't really go over too well for a lot of people from Super Mario Party. But these are like tried and true boards, tried and true mini games.
No, I'm getting lightheaded from all the
And
breath.
I think it would be a lot better received. Even though Super Mario Party was still like well enjoyed.
My hubris.
Yeah, I'm gonna like this a lot more.
Can I breathe again?
That game is so tense.
It's so tense.
I love it.
It might be the
so
tensest
much.
thing.
I'm so glad they brought it back for this because
that is a classic.
So fun.
Did you see how we saw that? We saw that weird power in the trailer where you could like jump through like platforms. Like
I noticed that you like seeped through it.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Dude, I
someone
can't
else
wait
for
till we
sure.
see more.
Things can change quite a bit.
Everything
It's a
especially
short
in the
trailer. It's a
last
minute
5
and a
person
half.
map, because the stakes
But
get
it's just
raised.
packed, jam-packed. Every second of that trailer, some new info.
Finally
So
have
Lunaran's
new footage.
faces, are double.
Yeah. I'm like
but you're gonna land on a
watching
versus
like the compressed version on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I'm gonna land on a versus spot, but the
Like,
first
watching two
question
things
is,
at
do I
once.
set a speed trap for the sniffer
Yeah.
control? And
Same.
obviously, yes.
Obviously,
This never goes wrong.
There's a
ever.
lot of sky islands. It's not
rhetorical
just like
question.
one or two. There's a lot of
chances are
platforms
you're
in the
gonna trigger it
sky.
yourself,
It's
and
a
then we'll
lot.
see
It's a
what
whole world in the
happens.
sky, dude.
I like
Yeah.
when they revamped this board.
At first, I thought it was
Oh, I
that
just saw a
Hyrule got like
boss.
pulled
you know,
up in the
where
sky,
on
but
the
it's
previous
not. It's
board,
like all
the
new
sniff it
land.
station and
So it's like you got
the little
the main Hyrule, which I'm assuming is going to be will have a lot of changes. And then you
Whoa,
also got
whoa!
So
There was
we're
like a
doing
flamethrower
versus
weapon.
minigame now.
And because it was a blue space, I
I
got
like how
3
the
points to start
Taluses
with,
have
and
like
then-
Oh, be
Well,
kind.
Ben
Place
got
them.
7.
7.
Okay,
All
lucky
right.
7.
Okay. Comfortable.
yeah, I
space.
saw the flamethrower.
By which you mean cowardly state.
Yeah,
It's weird. You can like turn into
You're
a
the one
liquid,
that
just
picked it, Rob.
flow through things.
Oh no.
oh my
no.
goodness.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a very very
And this the
graphics
castle's
is
not
a
even that
lot
high.
better
into
than
this.
Switch 2.
basically we
Yeah.
are doing
This,
what the
this,
Shy Guy
this,
says.
the castle's not even that high into the sky,
But
so
not
wherever
too
Link
fast,
is like an
because
entirely
he's
different
little
area.
His little shy mind.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Yeah.
this game takes a lot of concentration.
Wow.
And not
You're
Well, we
real
will
high.
break down the trailer later, guys. But you know,
Oh.
unless everyone's like, screw Mario Party, then I will, you know, move on. But
Oh god.
As someone who struggles with left and right, this is my least favorite game.
So
You say
shy,
that,
but so
but
cruel.
you and I have a long history of competitiveness when it comes to this game. Oh no.
Yeah.
I need to not talk.
All right.
Oh, and there's plenty of time left. I'm sure you guys will be all right if you want to.
My secret weapon is that I'm left-handed. And I have to think about this way more often than you right-handers.
I think that's cheating, Rob. Oh no! Oh!
Yes, bird domination.
Oh. Nice work, Rob.
Thank you.
Nice work.
That was one of my
Oh man, that was one of my favorites from the original Mario Party as well.
If we're ever in a pinch and we need somebody who knows their
Pink
left
for
from their right, I'm gonna
purple.
come to you.
Congratulations to Breath of the Wild 2 and Skyward Sword Connection prediction. Thank you.
I know.
We got that one
You are
right.
not doing great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Collinsburg. The lofting amiibo might actually be useful. We talked about it. Like that, there may be something. They're probably not gonna talk about it now.
Oh, custom.
Tayroll, if the rumored Donkey Kong game is real, I could see it being announced between the 40th anniversary next month and a potential September Nintendo Direct. Yes, that's actually a really good point. The Donkey Kong game could get announced during September Direct, but it's a next year thing. That's a really good point. I actually believe that. That times it really well.
And you could even buy the star afterward with your money bags.
I'm surprised you guys wanted to come back to this game.
I was thinking about this game that's better than Super Mario Party.
I lost the toss.
The dice actually goes to 1 through 10 instead of 1 through
Well, it
6,
did
and then
save, so
special dice.
technically we
Try
could-
and mind the special dice. It was just very rare that you
Alright.
could actually go
I am
more
going to
than
see
like
what I can do
7.
about my friend.
Like even like it was very rare. If it had a 10, it was
I
like a
unfortunately
terribly
don't have
risky
enough
dice.
money
And the
to
maps were
steal
like
a
much
star.
smaller.
So I think
They're
I'm
like
just
very
going
small
to
because
try,
the movement
maybe
obviously
take
was
some
much
coins from
smaller.
Luigi.
No.
So I did like these nice, bigger, more complex
Berto.
maps.
Yeah, you know.
But you have a star. I only
Berto
have
doesn't
coins.
have
They
a
are
star, and you and
blowing
I
through
have
this 20
competitive
turns.
history.
Like, oh my gosh.
So
I think
good
at this
luck.
point we all have a
Like
competitive
usually when I
This
play
is
Mario
all
Party, it's
true.
20 turns. It takes like an hour.
Well, I guess maybe some of the people are worried about it. I guess the game's faster, which is what I wanted, which again kind of proves that Samus Hunter might not be false, because this is exactly what Samus Hunter was talking about, like a faster paced Mario Party game
She's had as few as 8
that
coins.
wouldn't be Joy-Con
I like that pivot mid
focused.
Not a good day.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is exactly what Samus Hunter talked about.
Well, I know which way I'm not
Are you
going
gonna
to
give us a demonstration, Kay?
You know, I'm just gonna go this way, and good luck.
Where am I? Where am I on the map? I don't remember where I am on the map.
The eternal question. Oh no.
Am I on the map? Where? Oh no.
Look at how
Andy
amazing
turns
this
to
cannon looks now,
300%.
though. It's so
This is cool.
So cool.
I'm pretty sure I like this Mario Party a lot more than Super Mario Party.
Slowly reveals who's in the path.
My biggest issue with Mario Party is that it's too slow paced for me. I really just like going minigame to minigame. It's not that I don't like the map gameplay, but I need it to be fast.
Yeah, I'll pay.
So this does seem quicker.
That's probably how he afforded his own satellite.
Gnarl Gaming. Metroid being real is very, very good. Absolutely.
So here's a great example.
Didn't Samus say Splatoon 3 will have a presence at E3?
And another great example of what the speed trap that Rob set does.
Said that there might be a tournament, but they weren't sure.
Right.
So if that speed trap hadn't been set.
So.
I just realized.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
To the path of the laser.
Yeah.
In both cases.
That's
great.
Very lucky for me that I was not already there.
Yeah.
The thing about leaking
This
is that if you have information about things in development, that doesn't mean you're gonna know when they're gonna show it off. Which is why I was never 100% confident about the Donkey Kong thing. I know the Donkey Kong thing is real, but I don't think it's I wasn't committed to it being shown off in the Direct. I talked about it, right? I did decide maybe more yes than no, but you know, it's not. I mean, it's not even coming out this year, right? So that's the other interesting thing. Like, and Breath of the Wild 2 is also not coming out this year. So like, in general, I would say that this year is comprised of a lot smaller projects overall.
Well spotted.
You're welcome.
I'm surprised that 2D Donkey Kong didn't make it in.
Maybe it's not even 2D.
I repeat, I
Yeah,
feel
maybe it's a
sorry for you
bigger
that I was
3D Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I was kind
I
of.
also feel sorry for
Now
you.
that I think about it, I think I should have been more expecting it might not be announced, just because like
well, did you see
there's
how
just so little confirmation of what people actually know about the game. Like, nobody seems to have seen it.
Everyone
It
knows.
seemed like people kind of knew it was a thing. They didn't know if it was 2D, it was 3D.
Yeah.
Nobody had seen gameplay. So now that I think about it,
coming on, so
yeah, I think the expectation that it wasn't going to get
That
shown.
Bruno laugh is very good.
That makes sense.
Mateus, if I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Are you disappointed? I'm not disappointed.
This is one of the things I was talking about when I say the stakes are raised during the
No,
25
disappointment
minutes.
is
They
not
landed
the
on
right
same
word.
space, so now
Maybe
they're
disappointed because COVID exists, right? And clearly everyone was impacted by it. But I also feel like Nintendo still had probably the best present. Let me lower this a little bit. It's a little loud for me.
Is that I don't have anything at stake right now.
They had by far the best presentation.
Yeah, I still think Nintendo had by far the best presence, but overall, in general, the E3 announcements were underwhelming for most people. But look, Metroid Dread. It's not even that there's a new Metroid side-scrolling game coming. It's that it's Metroid Dread. This has been a game that's been in the works for like, I think they said like 15 years. So, you know, look, looks like Donkey Kong right here. This mini game. I love how they mentioned that which game which mini game that it's actually from. Like this one's from Mario Party 3. So that's pretty neat. But anyway, no, I'm not disappointed. Because I'm getting Metroid Dread, and they're reimagining the first two Advance Wars as one package. Advance Wars was my favorite games back on the Game Boy and the DS. So the fact that they're bringing back, that's super hype. This is probably going to be my favorite Mario Party ever. It's a remake of a whole bunch of the best Mario Party games. It's faster paced. You can use your Pro controller. You're not stuck with the Joy-Cons. You can use better controllers to play some of the best Mario Party games ever. Like, I mean, me and my friends sometimes like playing like Mario Party on Nintendo 64, but it's kind of a mess. Especially if you're using like the Wii U version to emulate it, right? So yeah, so there's some stuff here that is good, and the Pokemon stuff is gonna be talked about later. We already have release dates for them, specific release dates. So there's just going to be a Pokemon presentation later in the year, probably not too long from now. So there's content to play. And also showing how Tensei 5 probably shouldn't be slept on. Same thing with Monster Hunter Stories and Monkey Ball. Those are all some quality third-party games that are coming to Switch. So, you know, that those games should not be slept on. No More Heroes 3, by the way, not mentioned. Still slated for August, by the way, so that's something to consider. So
yeah, it's something that one was mentioned.
Yeah, and we still got the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. We got more. We needed more, and we got it.
One that was more focused on gameplay too.
Right, we saw actual gameplay.
This was just mostly story.
Yeah, I mean, we still get story hints from the gameplay, right? And there was some cutscenes still. So we got a lot to speculate on. Say it again?
It was a much better mix than the first round.
Yes, it was a very nice blend.
Let's see. I want to take a look at the board because
I don't think it's also consider this. It doesn't mean we're not going to get more Zelda stuff, but it's probably being spaced out. Like maybe COVID really pushed things up. Maybe initially Breath of the Wild 2 was always meant to be a holiday 2021 release, right? But because of COVID, that had to be pushed to me 2022, and not even early 2022, like late 2022. So, you know, maybe they just need to push up the Zelda stuff, because if you don't have a major Zelda to celebrate like a big 5-year incremental anniversary release, you don't release a second pair of remasters right after Skyward Sword. No, I think what they're doing kind of makes sense, given that Breath of the Wild 2 can't make it out this year.
Oh, but it's 14 to the star.
I do think the game, just that showing, looks way more ambitious than I think any of us thought it was going to be when they first showed it off in 2019.
No, it's pretty much like, I don't know, like for me it's I'm kind of still want to see what they're going to do with the underground and underwater stuff. I want to see how much they're going to expand the map. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely an ambitious game. A lot of the discussion
back in 2019 was how are they going to change the base map to be unique, whereas now we're seeing that we're getting a whole bunch of new map up in the sky.
Right. So
like a ton of new map, like a whole new map up in the air.
Yeah. What I'm actually really excited about, though, is that they showed some footage of Hyrule Field. So that kind of confirms that we're still in Hyrule. In other words, we're going to still be able to explore Hyrule and see how it's progressed. Because I was kind of worried that they were just going to go to a whole other new world, which would have been fine. But I actually want to see how the world's going to advance and still get new areas on top of that. So that's really cool to me. It is going to be interesting to see how they balance that all out, right? Like how much new stuff is going to be in the base map, right? And how much is that base map going to change versus, like you said, the whole new sky area, right?
Yeah.
That's not the purpose of this. If you
I'm sure there will be like underground and underwater stuff they haven't shown us.
Fine, this is fine. No.
I think they wanted to tie in the sky with like Skyward Sword. Also, the sky just seems to be a huge component too.
One thing I love about this is that there's a little bit of rumble in the control.
So they wanted to show us. I think that made sense to tie that in.
Yeah.
That cloud was really booking it.
Whereas showing us like the underground wouldn't have tied into Skyward Sword areas.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Very poorly.
Nice work.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't relate to Skyward Sword that much. So it's just probably something they could be saving for later.
I feel like they even wanted to do like underwater. It feels like they wanted to do some underwater stuff for the first Breath of the Wild. Just looking at how detailed the underwater like is, and then there's actually like a chest underwater that you literally can't like get normally in the game. Like you can only get it through freaking the physics out or completely breaking the game. There's like a wooden chest really far underwater you can't get to. You can't use magnesis on it or anything.
Yeah.
There's no normal intended way of getting the chest. Like it feels like it was there left over from a time when they wanted to do underwater, but then they didn't.
Yeah.
Or you could wager 1 point and she still.
I'd be surprised if they didn't have underwater exploration in this one. Plus,
They're
it's
really
not
on
like
turn
it's
20
a new
already.
thing for Zelda.
This is funnier.
Underwater's been in several Zelda games.
Yeah.
Well, and if Riona wins this game, which let's be honest.
Man, it's gonna be tough, kind of like covering all this stuff. I think obviously there's gonna be at least one Breath of the Wild video later this week and one Metroid Dread video this week, at least.
Yeah.
And obviously on the podcast this Sunday is gonna be a full post discussion.
I think we should just talk through the whole game and
I love this clock, dude. Is this what game? Which one is this one from? I mean, if the maps from Mario 6, from the clock is clearly a nod to Mario 64. I just wonder. I don't remember if this was in another old Mario Party game. Like, I guess I
think that might have been a one of the 64 games.
Vengeance. I'm the best. That was a very, very good come from behind moment, Riona. I applaud you.
What are you talking about? I was always going to win.
I like that comment.
Yeah, well, we'll
No, the
see.
little
She
animations.
has enough for the star.
It may be the last turn, but the game's not over until it's over.
True. Very true.
Oh, you just got all your coins back. And then some.
Dang, Rob has so many coins.
You know what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do?
they all have a pretty good
You
amount
know,
of coins.
For the sake of the people at home, I'm really glad.
Seems
you
like
get to
there's
show us off.
definitely
Yeah, 'cause this
a
is
lot of
really
coins
nice
going
one.
around in this, in this one.
I just wish I was the one that got to use it. And now the star is going to be in a different place. So much for my strategy.
Aw, too bad.
Well, I think the problem is if we're getting all the Zelda stuff for this year, it wouldn't be a 35th anniversary celebration that comes out next year.
Will it be a loud talk?
Potentially.
We could still get other Zelda games to Switch. They're gonna come, but
I think the moral of this is I should have used K's
it's not
strategy
going to be
of
specifically for the
wagering enough
35th
coins to help
anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
It is strange how they were just straight up like, we don't have games to celebrate
Hey,
35th anniversaries. Like, here's a Game & Watch thing.
Oh,
you know what?
It was
I
like,
just
interesting wording there. Straight up
Yeah.
like, yeah, we don't got anything.
Oh no.
I have so many fond memories of just playing Mario Party with my
Yeah.
family at the holidays, and I'm so excited to play this with them this year.
Yeah. Growing up with this game was definitely a big highlight.
Were these old games? Oh my
Were these old games? Oh my gosh. Now
I don't know.
now you
I'm
get
not
me
sure
to
what
tell-
else they'll do. They could conceivably release like
Oh, hey.
Twilight Princess and Winter HD dual pack in February.
Don't!
Luigi! Look who has
But maybe they don't brand it as a 35th anniversary celebration because by February of next year it'll already be the 36th anniversary. So maybe they just call it like a legacy pack or
do me
something.
a solid. Hey, get it?
Or maybe that's when we get the rumored Ocarina of Time HD.
No, she sold the other one.
See, it's a part of my grand plan.
Nope, I don't want
I am
to.
very surprised that they're
you
not
know.
just slapping
Right.
Make you do all the work. and
a
then
dual
still
pack
start.
of Twilight Princess and
this
Wind
whole
Waker
thing
onto
mapped
the
out from the
Switch. I
beginning.
don't understand why that's not a
In
thing.
fact,
It's
I have.
probably
And
So
look,
it
if
could
you
still be a
wanna
thing.
wait
I
for
just
the
think
stars, only
they're
we played
spacing it
one
out.
more turn. I told you everything can turn
I don't think it
around.
makes sense to release those this year with Skyward Sword right
Turns
behind
play
it.
as well.
Hey, why don't we add 5 more turns just to give me a fair chance?
Unfortunately, you can't do it once the game is started.
Dang it.
Oh, gosh.
You know what you must do.
Oh no.
Might be in early 2022.
Mhm.
Brandon,
so
I have
calm,
never
so
done
relaxed.
anything cruel to you
Which
ever.
one? Which one?
Come on, Princess Solidarity.
Yay.
Come on.
I don't know you.
Oh. You
We're
know
in
what?
space. This is my territory.
I probably deserved that.
That segment's gone for a while.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. I do want them to move on.
Hey.
It's like, we get it. It's Mario
And the
Party.
Star
We
Theft industry
understand.
is getting a big boost
So,
this year.
Brandon, Shin Megami Tensei
You know
5
what?
might
You
be
and I
like
are gonna have
the
to have a
biggest,
chat.
most ambitious game that's coming
I'm
out for
disappointed.
Switch this year.
Ooh.
Coin.
Aside from Monster Hunter Rise, obviously.
One thing.
Yeah.
This
Which already
is
came
where
out.
it really
That is odd to think about.
changes.
Huh?
Boy. Okay.
Huh.
Let's see what we got.
It's an odd one. To be
It looks
like
pretty good
the
though, right?
biggest
Hey.
game.
It looked
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's
That looked
great.
good.
Yeah, it's all the same to me.
Did they say the release date at the end? I missed it.
Yeah, okay, Rob.
I think it was in
Mr.
November.
I have 175 coins in my
That's
back
what the leak
pocket.
was, but I just want to see if that leak is true.
Oh, this one's hard.
Well, Twitter might have it.
This one requires thinking
Nintendo's
and
Twitter.
strategy.
I got
Not my
Nintendo's
strong
Twitter pulled
suit.
up.
So there's a bunch of fruit here, and there's beehives,
Uh-huh.
and you choose whether you want one or two things to come
Okay,
down
let's
into your
see.
basket.
Uh,
You want
November
beehives.
12th.
5, 6, 7, 8,
That's
9,
correct.
11.
The leak is right.
I don't know.
I know
what
the
that
leak said on
means.
November 11th, but keep in mind there's
There you
time
go.
zone difference between Japan and
There's also
America.
a timer, so like if you can strategize.
So that's
for
why
10
it's a day
seconds.
difference. That's literally on a Friday,
good
a week
shape.
before
Yeah.
Pokemon Brilliant
I
Diamond
don't know
Shining
how to
Pearl's
strategize
release.
this way.
Oh no. Okay. I'm in good shape.
I also
too.
want to point out that we are getting multiple
good.
Post Nintendo
My
games
strategy
per
is
month.
chaos.
Like that is
I
still
approve.
true.
Oh no.
It's not
No,
like
no, no.
Yeah.
for as long of a period of
Enjoy
months,
those
but
175
like October has to at least two. When's WarioWare coming
will.
out?
I'm gonna make them into a big pile and roll around on it.
I missed it.
Too bad you won't have any stars.
Available September.
You don't know.
Brutal.
When's Advance Wars coming out?
We're seeing a different side of K here.
December.
I
Early
don't know what's
December.
happening to me right now.
December 3rd, right?
Nintendo Treehouse Live.
Okay, and Monkey Ball's coming out. Oh, Monkey Ball's coming out like right before Metroid.
Okay. Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be
Blow
tough.
up in my face.
Okay.
That's gonna be tough.
Really nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. Brandon, I want you to remember what
So,
I'm doing.
do you think it was intentional that they led with Ganondorf at the beginning of the direct in the trailer? I think it is. I think that's a tease.
It could have been, yeah.
I see it as a tease, like, and I think it is like an acknowledgement, like, yeah, that's Ganondorf from Breath of the Wild 2, guys.
The kindness of being.
Okay.
Because there was
It's kind
always
of an underwhelming character, I think, for most people.
well,
we're picking fruit.
it's a character from a known
Yeah,
franchise.
It's a lot of fun.
I didn't know who the character was. I'll be
I had
frank.
no
I'm not a
idea.
big
They
Tekken
showed it,
guy.
I was like, who's
I'm not a
this?
big Tekken
Okay,
guy.
okay,
So
okay.
that's
Yeah, me either.
yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I am curious if there.
It's not an anime sword fighter though.
A good move.
It's just
I
not
think
for
we're pretty
me.
much screwed either way.
What?
I'm wondering if there is hype for it. It's just not, for me.
You know.
But there are like a good amount of people who are hyped for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how parties work. I was here first.
I think there's actually a decent amount of stuff that I want to
Everybody
play.
has a superstar.
I want Mario Party.
Oh,
I want
good.
Metroid, obviously. It's the best thing ever.
Feels good to win.
I want Advance Wars.
Yeah, I had it coming.
I might want SMT5. We'll
But
see.
it's something.
I'm gonna get Pokemon.
What's it gonna be?
4-player. This is.
I want Advance
As it should be.
Wars.
Exactly.
Bowser's Big Blast again?
Like they have games.
Okay.
Nothing's like super. I mean, the most ambitious game I would say is Metroid Dread, straight from Nintendo.
We all
Okay,
did.
that's a great sign. This is
Like
gonna go
as
well.
it's as ambitious as you could expect for a 2D game,
You
right?
know, I think we'll be good now.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
yeah.
could possibly happen.
We understand completely how to not play.
I mean, it's a 2D gameplay, but it's got a lot of 3D
But also
Elements for sure.
elements. Yeah,
Oh, there goes Birdo.
I failed
tons of 3D
Oh god.
camera angles and all the cutscenes. I am impressed how smooth the transition is because like all the cutscenes are in real time. It doesn't seem like at least for
real-time
most of them.
transitions. Right.
Yeah, they're not doing pre-rendered
Wow.
or CGI
Luigi's like
or
a
anything like
predator
that.
here.
Man, I love
I
seeing
don't
the
think it really
graphics
needs
for
to.
this Mario
It looks
Party
good
game.
enough. Yeah, oh yeah.
Also,
Is Toad showing
being
us
able
what
to
he's
use
gonna
real
do?
control sticks as opposed to the N64 one.
I missed that.
That's gonna be great.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, oh.
Oh wow.
How did you?
I have wasted
You
my life.
unlucky princess.
No.
Oh gosh. No.
Oh, that's why the ground pound's useful.
See,
It delays them
displayed
coming
the
back.
strategy that I was trying to do before I
That's
bounced
what I-
off of someone's head and landed in the water.
I wanted
Wow.
to show how you would have won that game. That's
Yeah, you know what? Princess solidarity.
So there's some bonus stars.
See how they're handling the
at
bonus
the very
stars.
end.
I wasn't a huge fan of how they're
This is where
handling
it
it in
changes. You know.
Super Mario
Shopping
Party.
bonus.
Shopping bonus.
Oh no. Who bought the most items?
I think it was probably
Don't think it
Rihanna.
was me.
It was me. Yeah.
Well
This
done.
is a long segment.
Okay.
Way to
yeah.
brag.
Victory. We'll take
There'll be
it.
2 bonus stars with 3.
Slow. This has to be me.
Actually,
though, right?
Brandon,
With my bad dice.
I think they're
roll?
just doing 6 30-minute segments.
Oh, congratulations, Rob.
Thank you.
All right.
Think
Yeah,
about
that
it.
might be
All
it.
right.
Because
Yeah,
All right.
sounds about right.
You're the superstar in our hearts.
what are the other
Only
ones?
2 bonus.
Okay.
The semi-star.
Unfortunately,
WarioWare,
it's gonna come down to Brandon and Riona.
Mario
isn't
Golf.
it?
Mario Golf.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Coins, though.
Oh no.
Maybe Skyward Sword?
Oh no. Who is it?
Oh, man.
I think Skyward Sword.
I wasn't paying attention, so I just don't remember them.
That wasn't
Brandon.
Like
Like-
that one.
What a wonderful
I
party.
think Super Monkey Ball.
Loser.
I think.
Oh, you're right. I think it might be Super Monkey Ball.
A masterful performance.
Thank you, everyone.
Well done.
Which is a multi-platform game,
I
right?
think that's
So it's kind of
all
interesting to
we
have that in the
Thank you
treehouse.
everyone for tuning in to watch us play Mario Party Superstars. I hope you had as
Yeah.
much fun as we did. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll have some Monster
Oh yeah,
Hunter
Monster
Stories
Stories
2,
too.
Wings of Ruin.
Oh, that yeah, that's a good
That
one.
was it.
That makes sense. I'm trying to decide if I want to like stream the rest of the treehouse because I don't know. Monster. I mean, I do kind of want to see Monster Hunter Stories, but
Monster Hunter Stories and WarioWare too, though.
Yeah, I do want to see WarioWare. But do I need to stream it?
Well, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Shadow, we're more than an hour into the treehouse. Like, I'm debating if maybe it's better that I just start working on videos and I'll watch the treehouse later. Yeah, they're Karen, sorry, Karen. They are definitely pushing Monster Hunter Stories too. They definitely want us to pick it up. Yeah. Let's. Yeah, both Mario Party and Metroid look really, really good, Brian. Tayroll, I imagine Challenger Pack number 11 will be a first-party character at this point to close everything out in a couple months before the end of the year. Jedi Knight, Kazuka being in Smash makes sense. There's already Street Fighter and King of Fighters representation, and Tekken is a popular franchise around the world. Good point. Kieran, you're saying it's fine, I want to stop. We got Metroid Dread and it looks incredible. It absolutely does. Yeah. I think that's probably the best course of action here, guys. I know I said I would do Treehouse, but Metroid Dread is what I really wanted to see on Mario Party. I'm gonna focus on making videos so you guys see those videos this week. So I think I'm gonna call it now. But thank you everyone for watching. Oh, you know what? Should we watch Monster Hunter Stories?
Treehouse Live. My name is JC, and I'm joined by some Sam, and I have Ethan with me.
Okay, we'll watch Monster Hunter Stories and then we'll call it.
Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Let's go.
No, right? Like I'm actually pretty excited about this. You know,
I'll watch Monster Hunter Stories and then we'll end things unless like something crazy happens.
Just recently announced that the demo is coming. So the demo is coming on June 25.
Oh, the demo, yeah.
Nice. And of course, the full game launches on July 9th.
Because this game does look really good.
Super big thanks to Capcom for making this all possible.
I don't think we have a confirmed game for August. I know No More Heroes 3 is slated for then.
And yeah, again, for those folks that are also
a Nintendo game, technically.
Myself, stick around to the end because we are also going to talk about some cross functionality between Monster Hunter Rise and this game. With that being said, Sam, if you please.
You got it. Let's hop in here.
Get started.
So I've been having a ton
Have a good one,
of
Narwhal.
fun with this demo, and I'm really
Yeah, I'll probably end the
excited
treehouse soon. I just want to see what they're talking about here. I might not even go through the whole
segment.
segment.
Hop in here real quick. This is a great moment to take a look at my character. I did a bunch of customization before I started the demo, and I named my character after one of the biggest Monster Hunter fans I know. So
I just want to see how this game kind of plays.
I really hope we do you proud and you get a kick out of this. You can see from my save data. I've been in this demo for a few hours now, and I could actually easily spend another few hours. This is a really beefy demo experience. Good news though is if you try it and you like it, and I mean it's going to be free in the Nintendo eShop, so why not give it a go and see if you like it. All of your progress will carry over to the final version of the game, so you don't have to worry about retreading any ground if you hop in the house.
Yeah.
And right here we have loaded into my house, so I'll just give a little bit of a look around here as we kind of set the stage for what we're going to be doing. This is a story-driven, turn-based RPG set in the Monster Hunter world. If you don't know anything about the Monster Hunter franchise, no worries, we'll be getting you up to speed. If you are familiar, I think you're really going to be interested in the connections
the game in the background, Brandon. It might
from the game. It really draws on a lot of the mechanics. It is the same world. You're going to see the same monsters, but a bit of a different take here. And as somebody myself who really loves RPGs and turn-based combat, this really suits my game style nicely.
You know, Sam, jumping in on that, I just want to also point out that I think this might be the first time we're doing live gameplay, right?
It is, yeah. This is world first live gameplay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see this segment, because
so here,
we've never seen actual like gameplay
where
before.
I can save the game. It's also where I can do some character customization. My little buddy over here, Navaroo, is a really unusual, very distinctive looking feline. He's a bit of a world traveler.
Kind of interesting seeing like a super like colorful, vibrant, great sword
on my adventure.
In an animated kind of style.
We'll see lots more of him in a bit, but I really want to get out here.
I love how cozy it is, though, in your house. Like, I want to hang out in there very much.
I want to see the overworld.
This game's art style really speaks to me. I think Capcom's done an amazing job of really making an immersive, beautiful world. And as somebody who hasn't had a chance to get out of the house much lately, it's really nice to have a chance to explore somewhere that's so beautiful and expansive. I can talk to people even though they're not real, and have a big adventure. So I'm really appreciating
Move.
this.
I want to
So
see
here,
you
as we take a
explore.
little bit of a
Go
look
explore.
around my home village. If you think about Monster Hunter, just the name of the franchise, even if you've never played, you can probably guess that it's Monster Hunter. You normally have a pretty adversarial relationship to monsters, but that's not the case in this game. My character is part of a community that has figured out a way to really live in harmony with monsters.
Yeah.
They are our friends who fight alongside us. Got a beautiful kind of housing setup for our monster friends over here. We even, actually, if I take a look over here, we just chill on the beach with them.
It's a little cute
I love this
Ludroth.
little duo. They're just kind of
Yeah,
chilling.
Royal Ludroth is chilling there.
And my home is
What?
honestly kind of paradise.
Isn't that
I
a
won't
new
talk too
monster?
much about,
No, it's not a new
all the
monster,
different
but you know
facilities that are
the
available in
giant
the village.
yellow Leviathan in
Normally,
Monster Hunter? It's like a
peaceful,
smaller.
wonderful
It's a
place,
Royal
but
Ludroth. It
yeah,
just
I
looks
know.
more like a little
gone
pet.
little sideways.
I know what that
am a
is.
novice
I'm just saying,
monster
I thought
rider.
that
I'm
was
just kind of learning the
introduced
ropes.
in
My
Rise.
teacher
It
over
was
here,
not.
Kana, has been
It's been around
teaching
for
me
a
what
while.
it means to be a monster rider.
Dana, what's up?
She is amazing, and she's a very good teacher, but right now she's also dealing with the fact that there are a lot of really unusual occurrences taking place in the island.
Tell you what,
We'll
hopefully
talk about
Prime
the story in
Trilogy
a
and
bit
Prime
more
4 come
detail,
next year, but
what you
2023
need to know right
2023
now
seems
is
more likely at this
monsters
point.
are acting
Yeah,
very
I mean, I've
strange,
always
very
been,
aggressively. There's a
always
lot of
more
unusual
lately, I should
activity
say.
going on around the
Prime
island.
4, I've
So
been
on
like
top of teaching
best
me how to
case
be a
scenario is
monster rider, she's
2022,
also
but
teaching
now
me
with Breath of the
how
Wild
to,
2 looking
handle
like
crisis
probably
management
the
as we
holiday
try to figure
2022
out what
game.
happened to
I have a
our
hard
island,
time seeing
'cause we've had a
Prime
lot of
4
weird
coming
natural
out then
phenomenon
as
and
well.
things just kind of
I do
going
see
sideways.
maybe a
get,
Prime
like,
Trilogy.
So recently we
Yeah,
found out that there is a
I think we
poisonous
both
monster
agree on
that's
that.
causing a lot
Like
of problems
it's
in
leading
another
up
part
to
of
my
the island.
expectations
So
all
I
along.
recently got back from a
2D
mission, and I've been
Metroid,
getting ready to
1
head out
year
to try to
next
track
year,
down that
Prime
poison
Trilogy next year, Prime 4.
I mean, conceivably, they could announce Prime Trilogy in the September Direct. It comes out February, and Prime 4 comes out like October. Like, they could do that. I don't know if they will, but
I then turned around and used some of that in-game
I think a safer bet
currency
is
to
one
pick up some
Metroid game per
antidotes
year.
from a local merchant.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good idea since we're going to be dealing with a
How
poison
cool would it be if
monster.
that when Prime 4 comes out in 2023, they actually follow up
great central place to get
in
those, but I can
2024
also
with
get
another
quests from
Metroid game?
NPCs around the world. I used
Sounds
some more of that
possible.
Zenny
Like,
I
what if
picked
they
up
have
to,
annual Metroid games? That'd be awesome.
buy some other items that maybe I'll have a chance to show off here. I also did some crafting, so I used monster parts and materials that I found around
Another
the island and from my
remake
battles
of a
to
2D game or a new
craft
2D
this
game?
amazing new sword with the help of the smithy in town. It's called the Chicken Decapitator. I got to assume
is
that we
not.
got
Look at that.
we got big chickens.
Is it really?
It
Chicken
is.
Decapitator?
It's so cool. I mean, look at it. I just made it and I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. I also used some ore to upgrade
Wish
my
they would
hammer,
go
so my
play-
gear's about ready.
You know what?
There's
I have a
one
better
last
idea,
thing
Brandon.
I have to do. So I'm
Let's take a
under
break from the
normal
treehouse,
circumstances,
and let's just
sorry,
look
going to
at the
appreciate
Metroid Dread and Breath of the
this
Wild
little
trailers, and then I'll
feline
call an
of
end to the
majesty.
stream.
I would normally
Unless you
try
wanna watch
eggs
this. If you
before
wanna
I
watch
turn
this,
in
that's
quests
totally
because I
fine.
want the monsters that I've hatched
Okay.
to enjoy
I'm
the
good.
bonus of
All
the
right,
I
cool.
might
So
tune back in
But-
myself later, but it's whatever.
yeah, so guys, this is what we're gonna do. I'm sorry if you want to watch the rest of the treehouse, but I'm thinking at this point it would be better if we just look at the last those two big trailers, and then videos will be in the works. So let's start with Metroid Dread real quick.
All right.
Metroid Dread is real. I can't believe I'm typing this out, and it's like it's a real thing. All right, I'm playing. Oh wait, I should wait for you.
I'm already pulled it up.
Okay.
I'm playing it.
I wonder if the suit that Samus has is like because she's like not really working with the Federation anymore.
They said those Emmy robots are from the Federation.
Really interesting point.
And they're hunting her down. So it does
Yeah.
seem like she's gotten in some kind of trouble with the Federation.
Yeah. It's such a dark text. Like it's very like bloody. Yeah, not actual blood, but it kind of gives that feeling.
It's definitely does seem weird though. more for.
I love that they understand that Metroid's supposed to be kind of like dark.
Yeah. Very colorful.
Yeah. That's a living chosen. You saw that, right?
Yeah. I just actually rewind because it's. Yeah. Okay, so you can like climb up the walls, you can hang on the walls and have like conveyor belts whip you around. That's cool.
October 8th.
That's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
So Darcy's saying apparently if you
Really
play the
not
Breath of
that
the Wild
far.
2 trailer music backwards, you hear the original Breath of the Wild music. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check out the development history thing later. Well, yeah, that'll be a later thing. Let's now look at Breath of the Wild 2 again. Full presentation. It's just a 2-minute. What? It's not a long trailer. Why they call it? I have to describe it as a full presentation. It's a minute 39. Here we go. I'm assuming you're playing it already.
I'm playing it.
Actually, I'm gonna be like frame by frame here. What is it? The dots that the arrows, is it what goes frame by frame?
I'll slow mine down.
Oh, let's do
25% speed.
Oh, good point. We could slow it down.
Mute it because the sound quality is gonna be terrible, but
Good point. We can't reverse it. It'd be cool if we could reverse on YouTube.
yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll lower that. 25 is too slow.
Nah.
I'll do 0.5.
Oh yeah, it's very slow.
Okay, that thing's just like the malice is like attacking his hand.
Yeah.
It's like a scream, a screech even.
And you see him fall. See, like his hand is all kinds of animatronic-y.
Yeah,
Like-
maybe they repair his hand.
Yeah, I think his whole arm got like torn off, bro. By the
Bro,
mouse.
that's
And
dark.
then- yeah.
Also, there may have been a time skip.
Look
Maybe
at the design. Look at the design on his shield. Oh god, I can only rewind in like chunks on this.
yeah, right. I just saw Zelda fall.
I love his new design.
Like I could see there being a time skip
So
to your
good.
point again, and like someone repaired Link in a different realm. Because his hair is longer, his hand is like that. I don't know what that is. Like that's not normal. That's for sure.
There's a new design for the glider too.
Like where is he
That
flying
shield
down
looks awful.
from? You know, because he's just falling down. Like
Seems to be just multi layers. Like it's not just like. There's definitely a lot of verticality again to
yeah,
the floating islands. Like there's islands
Open air,
above
bro.
islands.
true. That hand though is
Yeah.
wrecked. Well, it
I think
almost
they're
looks
going
like
for this like yellowy leaf, kind of like very like heavenly.
he's wearing a different kind of tunic.
It almost looks like they're
Oh, is that a
laying,
is that a Sheikah shield?
Yeah, it's got like a Sheikah eye on it.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, so around like 37 seconds, there's this whole new type of like overhaul.
Hold
boss
on a
thing
second.
That only shows up for the
So
tiniest amount
at
of time.
33, you can see like this weird structure to the right. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, like behind the clouds.
That could be a dungeon.
Oh yeah, that definitely looks like some kind of dungeon or arena.
Now, you
There's-
said
that's
at
some- that's some
37?
major- Around 37 seconds. It really only shows up for a tiny amount of time. But there's this like robot assembling.
It looks
I
like
can't
another
tell if
boss.
it's a boss or overworld boss, but it looks like a legit.
So it looks
legit
like there's a
boss.
whole sky realm, right? Like all these islands in the beginning of the
Yeah.
trailer seem like a different region almost.
Yeah, it's like a whole.
This
There's
could
definitely
be
like this
one
like
of those.
heavenly, godly look to everything.
Yeah. Maybe there were people who were still in the sky after Skyward Sword, and this is like that society.
Yeah, or it might be more of the what we saw in Twilight Princess.
Maybe. Okay, now I got a shot of Hyrule.
And then they show back to Hyrule.
You can get back down. You can still be wearing the champion's tunic. Like this, almost like if you didn't know what
I
you were
like
looking at.
how the stone talus is actually has a thing built onto it.
Yeah,
I wonder
and
if that
the Bacalbas have
means that
giant
those
horns.
will actually be. Oh yeah,
They're like
I see.
giant horns.
I wonder if these will be destructible as well. I imagine they will.
Seem
I feel
like
like I feel like that's something that Age of Calamity was hinting at.
Okay,
Like
so we
the
see
destroyable structures.
now
like
at
in that
42.
game.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I think Age of Calamity might be a hint that there will be more destructible things in
Could
Breath of
be.
the Wild 2.
Yeah. Now right now I'm at the 42 where it shows a close up of the hand with the green glow.
Yeah.
Notice how Link's
Yeah.
fingernails are long.
Oh yeah, yeah, they look like long and
So maybe
unclipped.
his hand was repaired.
So his arm is completely fucked.
Maybe
Like you
his-
can see it integrating back up into the part of his arm, like higher up, like that's where it got ripped, like off, down, completely, like down from that point. Like there's a definite like part where you can see like it starts being his actual arm again.
Yeah, so he looks at 44. He's using what looks to be like some sort of different type of stasis, but time actually
Yeah.
stops. Like you see, like it all go gray.
Yeah, and then it like reverses, like he reverses time maybe. on it, or
It
just
tells you
reverses
what
the
direction it's
momentum
going in.
somehow.
Okay, so this part I want to go back in.
No. It does seem like it's reversing time because
Okay.
it's following its exact path up. It's not an arrow. It's just a link to previous images of itself of where it came down. I think it is some kind of time reversing effect
Maybe. No,
because it didn't seem like he controlled it.
Oh yeah.
It
So
just seemed
Link's
automatic.
inside a cave here, fighting some sort of beast with a flamethrower.
Round up and catch back up to that part. So I wanted to look again at the thing to just make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, it seems like the instant he does it, you see those images pop up, and it doesn't seem like he controls anything about it. It just seems like he just decides for it to go back in time. Yeah, I'm on the flamethrower. There's this. What is that creature coming out of the wall? Also, that seems to be another hand mechanic. That seems like it's coming right off his arm.
It's on the left side though.
Oh yeah.
He's
But it's
holding
the same
it might be like a
technology then.
shield.
Oh yeah. What is
It's like a flamethrower attached to a shield. It's a flamethrower weapon attached to a shield.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah. What's this
What
water
is that
drop
enemy
thing?
type? Oh yeah. Seems like he can turn into water and then sploosh through the cracks of things.
Okay. So right now I'm at 54. I want you to see this.
54.
When you can see Link on who just like went through like some
Yeah.
terrain, with the green power thing. If you look carefully,
What is that off to the right?
you'll see yellow trees, right? I believe I know where this is.
Oh yeah, you can see the mushroom place.
Exactly. And maybe to the right might be the chasm, where the Forgotten Temple is, but theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the land we're looking at, it doesn't seem like land that came from the ground. This looks like land that's always been there.
That's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it would have been that more ground came up other than Hyrule Castle, but it doesn't seem that way. Because it just seems like whole new.
Yeah,
whole
this
new
just
places.
seems like leftover civilization from before. Them demo suggested looks like Greek architecture. There is a little bit of a Greek architecture vibe. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say earlier as well. There is some kind of like shrine he's like right next to. It seems to be of some importance.
Yeah, there's something going on here. Well, now I'm at the Hyrule Castle.
You can see a couple similar structures throughout all of the different islands.
Yeah, there's monuments on all of them of some sort.
I wonder if that will replace the shrines.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Definitely seem to be of some significance. I'm looking at the hierarchies.
What makes you wonder how he gets up there, right?
Yeah. But there's just a huge amount of malice coming from the game. Just looks like flames almost.
Oh, now I'm just... There really isn't that much footage.
Yeah, the rest of it just seems to focus on the shot of the castle.
Yeah, his outfit is pretty cool, Jake Phillips. Notice how in this final shot, you don't really see any of the sky stuff.
Yeah, it is weird. I'm curious. It seems like you can't really see it because you can see the mushroom place in the background.
Maybe the idea behind
it.
Maybe the idea behind it is that you can't see it, and that's why it would make sense canon-wise for us not seeing it in the original. Or maybe that's when that scene we saw is like the beginning where the castle rises up, and then afterwards, I don't know, because the castle doesn't even go that high up. So something must save Link and like teleport him to the sky or something. I don't know.
Those platforms look like the lowest one might be where the castle is. Like the lowest platform. But even those, like they're a little bit higher.
Let me see if I can go back. That was like around 54, right? Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
The 50s.
There are some mountains that look like they get as high as these.
Also, like, it looks like Link, there's like a drop of water that leads to his power to go through ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just a editing thing. It might be.
I wonder if the sky area has like trials where you go and earn new powers.
Maybe. Also, why is his hair so much longer?
It is very long. It's also just not tied up at all.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what it is. He just got wrecked.
Yeah. It definitely looks like he got his arm just completely destroyed. I like how the clouds look, like, because the clouds are actually like intermingling amongst and above the environment now.
It's interesting. Yeah, there's no signs of the islands at the end. I don't know.
It's very strange.
Got a lot of questions, guys. A lot of questions. I see there's another super chat here from Taker. Thank you very much, Taker610. Boiled cabbage is pretty dubious, but not dangerous. That will be considered. That will be considered.
I like cabbage a lot.
Oh, them demo brings up another interesting point. Also feels very heaven versus hell. That might be a motif there. They probably won't call it heaven versus hell, but like ancient sky gods versus darkness from the depths of Hyrule. Like there could be that sort of contrast for sure. Jake Phillips, there's no barbershops in Breath of the Wild too. That's a good one. Darcy, 2 years could be reasonable in terms of time skip. Maybe, I don't know. Definitely time has passed. That is a certainty. How much though? Hard to say. Like we still haven't seen any proof of like rebuilt civilization yet either. So that's something else to consider.
Yeah.
Although those bokoblins have big horns, is it because they've been allowed to live for a long time, so their horns have grown?
Yeah, what's about that?
I don't know, because that wouldn't make any sense, because Link was sleeping for 100 years and the bokoblins didn't have bigger horns. It might actually be a hint towards the presence of the Calamity, like the malice being far more prevalent, and it's strengthening all of the enemies. So like Lionels and things of that nature may all just be a lot stronger now because the malice is more potent.
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me than them just having time to grow their horns.
Yeah, I don't think it's just time.
Yeah, Castletown is still destroyed in the last scene. I see holes in the walls. Oh, no, I didn't want it to... It was still playing when I did that.
I feel like there's changes in the overworld that they're not talking about.
Yeah, they're not showing
and
us
maybe
a lot.
not even showing.
Yeah.
They might even have a build of the game where has things
Guys, the
taken
game's
out.
coming out. Alejandro, I do not think this is early 2022. I think this is definitely mid to late 2022. The fact they didn't give us any treehouse, I don't know. I don't think that bodes well.
Yeah.
I mean, it conceivably it could be, but they didn't say early 2022, so I don't think so anymore. I think they would have to have shown off a lot more. They didn't even give us a title. No title, no specific release date, no treehouse footage. To me, this suggests the game is not nearly as close as really anyone thought. Yeah, there's some people out there saying 2023, but the majority of people were like March 2022. And you had some optimistic people like me were saying, maybe it could come out this year, but no. This is looking like a late 2022 title at this point, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, late 2022. It's going to be hype, but late 2022. But rest easy, my friends. Metroid Dread is real. So, yeah, I think we're pretty much at the end of this stream, though. There's a lot to sort of sift through. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for watching. It's been good. It's been a good direct, not the best direct of all time, but I think no one should have expected that. Some things to play. Nothing super, super, super major for this year, but good stuff. Metroid Dread's going to be my probable game of the year. Advance Wars we're getting a new Advance Wars or reimagining. Mario Party might be my favorite Mario Party ever. Shin Megami Tensei 5 probably shouldn't be slept on. That's something else we should consider. Yeah, we got some stuff. And then next year is looking to be stacked. Like we already know about 5 major games. So
yeah, next year's gonna be insane.
Yeah. It is interesting how Splatoon 3 and Legends Arceus were not mentioned. Also, Donkey Kong is real. It just hasn't been shown yet. I can say that with some confidence. So just be patient. But anyways, take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.
See you guys.